you break a bone and you have like a doctor's note, like a pullout then is like warranted. You know what I mean? But like if you're like, oh, this hurts, it's like, bro, just like put some ice on it, you know?
Some ice, man up.
Oh, have you seen that page? Was it pullout page?
Yeah,
I know who's running it.
Yeah.
I know who's
running it.
We all know who's running
I
it.
think I know who's running it.
Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure it's the Bangkok style coach, and I actually like that guy a lot, man.
I thought that it was someone from Fightership because it kind of came up when Fightership done. So I was like, damn, someone's got a lot.
If you look at the grammar though, and then if you follow Bangkok style Muay Thai, the grammar is like kind of up to scratch with what that page is posting. And he's funny as fuck too, so it kind of makes it even funnier because the captions are like, oh,
dude, the captions, the fucking captions kill me, bro. The stories that this book comes up, it'll be like a paragraph. I'm like, this shit just takes me to a whole world, bro. For
I like the chance one. That was funny.
What was the chance one? What was the I did.
Something like I had a cheat meal and then I finally realized I fractured my tibia or something like that, and I was like. It was more than that, but it's you already know it's like an essay worth of like talking. But it's a funny essay.
You think he runs it through Chat GPT, or you think that's all original right there?
No, that's off the top of his head. Yeah, that's
pretty impressive, bro.
Because if you hear him speak, he can, like he's well spoken and like that. I mean, but I'm pretty sure it's that guy.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you look at because I was one of the first guys that he followed. And so I looked at the followers and it was Majali Gay, it was Tariq, right? And then and someone else, I forgot who, someone else from Systems, and I think it was Mark Reels. I was like, oh, that's him. I was like, that's Bangkok style. I'm just gonna let him cook, I guess.
Yeah,
and he does. It's hilarious,
dude. It's hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I like the chance one though. I think he should pin that one. That's the gold standard right there.
I'm good, bro. I'm faded.
I was gonna put Andy on there, but I didn't. I spared him.
Yeah,
because like it wasn't just Hung that was at a chime in. It was other people because I heard that he's pulled out of several fights.
Yeah.
So like I was like, when Andy pulled out, I was like, should I put him on this page or what? Because I have a pretty solid case.
Yeah.
Because he watched. So we were scheduled to fight for the IFS title in February, and then I hear that he pulls out with a broken toe, and then like an hour later, I start getting spammed with like videos of him throwing most nice spinning heel kicks in boxing shoes, and I'm like, bro, did you pull out with a sore toe? I'm like, come on, bro.
That's what I mean, like the levels, the degree, like you don't.
I'm not making excuses, dude, but I had like one lung that whole camp because I got the flu in like January, and I was in between rounds coughing up a lung, dude, and I was like, oh, I sounded like a tuberculosis patient. And then I was like, you know what? I fought with one lung before because I had bronchitis. My first no gear fight, I had bronchitis. I fought somebody from Mission Muay Thai. It's like you just get in there, dude. You just get in there and you do it.
It's savage. They got some crazy.
I'm not trying to like badmouth Andy, but it's like when you pull out with a sore toe and then you post a video throwing spinning heel kicks, and then his coach, I forgot his name. I go to the IFS weigh-ins because my I had to turn in my tickets, and then I was cornering my homeboy Mason. So he was there and he's like, oh, I apologize for him pulling out. He couldn't push off with the foot. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? I was like, he's throwing spinning heel kicks and shit. I'm like, he's pushing off better than I can, bro. I'm like,
he had no shame in posting that.
Huh?
He had no shame of posting that.
It was like an hour after I get told that he pulled out. I was like, all right,
disrespect.
Bro. And these are facts.
How close was that? Was on weigh-ins, you said?
I found out not the Tuesday of fight week, but the Tuesday the week before.
Like about 10 days.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, Serge. And he pulled out. He's got a raspy ass stoner Korean voice. Yeah. You would love this podcast because
Bro, he would fit right in with us.
Bring him through, bro. Bring him through. You smoke weed or what?
Huh?
You smoke weed?
That's an understatement, bro.
He's our type of people already, dog.
Gets home from work, he hits that bong immediately. Like I go to the gym sometimes at 5 a.m. I'll see him in his car chiefing it before he goes. I shouldn't say this, but like
I'll see cut it out, bro.
I'll see like the lighter illuminating his whole car and shit like that. And I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know.
It's called coach.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me, dude. If I ever start coaching, bro, I'm just gonna be getting high and then pouring people.
Dude, yeah, he's had a long career though, dude. He's had like I don't know how many fights, but he clearly knows what he's doing. I've been on the receiving end of like the stuff he teaches, so it's I know it works. I know he's qualified, and yeah,
it's your coach right there, bro.
Yeah, when Coach Krish left, he took over, and I was like, I don't I'm not even second guessing this decision because he was my training partner before he was my coach. So I was like, I know he is legit,
Yeah.
And he was at Classic with Julio. They were sparring and getting each other like ready. So, in like 2021, shit like that. So I know he's qualified, So I was like, all right, he's my coach now.
Yeah.
But Krish, he couldn't do it anymore. He's from Long Beach Kickboxing initially. He was going between there, NAC and the UFC gym. And anybody who knows UFC gym, like working there, like the sales is aggressive. Like, like they squeeze every penny out of you that they can, and some people just can't do the job. That's why I left.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the best salesman, but you
just feel bad, right? You just feel like, fuck, bro, I don't want to sit here and scam people.
Yeah, I'm going to give people what they pay for, you know what I mean? But I'm going to teach them real shit. 'Cause there's a lot of coaches who are not qualified to teach. Like, there's TikTok coaches who see pad work and are like, oh, I'm going to try that. I'm going to hold a pad by my rib and, emulate a body shot. It's like, bro, if you've never been hit by a body shot by somebody who fucking hates your guts in an actual match where it's sanctioned, then there's no point in even teaching that because you can't teach them how to be a fighter, let alone a champion. Yeah. It's like, bro. And that's where, that's my problem with the UFC gym, bro. And those guys sell the most because they can sell bullshit,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because of the name behind it. Yeah.
It's the confidence, bro. It's like, it's like they believe in the bullshit themselves, bro. I love following those pages, bro.
I see them.
Bro, did I ever send you that Asian guy? His Dynasty something, bro?
I know. I've seen that.
I want to have that guy on the podcast, bro. He's so funny, dude.
Bro, that'd be funny as hell.
My whole thing is like, when are you ever gonna throw a 10-punch combination without something coming back? It's like, all right, bro. It's like
they think they're Nick Diaz, prior Nick Diaz, or something.
Canelo type shit.
Yeah.
Bro. And it's like, bah, 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 bah. It's like they're bringing the hands to you, basically. It's like any good coach will make you reach for it.
I love that, bro.
Oh, it's like
just slamming it in your gloves and shit,
It's like it's like who's really working out, bro.
All right, real quick, bro. I like the flow, dude. I'm gonna bring you in real quick just because I gotta make some type of announcements and put it somewhere. I'm just gonna do it right now. Sergio, what's your last name, dog?
Rodriguez.
Sergio Rodriguez. You're fighting IFS. What weight class?
Super lightweight, 137.
137, and the date, real quick.
June 27th. It's a Friday, so pull up, guys.
Yeah, Friday night.
Pull up. You're Sergio Rodriguez. IFS 137. Pull the F up. Beehive. You're at Beehive, correct?
Beehive Fight Club. Yes, sir.
Beehive Fight Club. My homie Sergio. First time meeting him. Actually, second time meeting him. Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
and
sir.
the return of my boy Drewski.
Always a pleasure.
Drewski over here, dude. And we're repping Drewski's brand, dude. Him and y'all, they started this brand, the Man Dance.
Team Man Dance.
Team Man Dance, sorry.
Sir.
Team Man Dance. Check it out, man. Check the merch, bro. We'll put it in the description and stuff. But Sergio, bro. Damn, your fight's coming up, dog.
Another one, brother. We got another one after that too. You know,
you got something scheduled for after. Is that the WCK fight you're talking about, or
that is for the Royal Combat title?
Oh, Royal Combat. Okay.
Middle of August. So we got a name. We got to wait. So it's gonna be a two belt summer. That's the way we look.
I like that, bro. Conor McGregor era, bro.
Hey, bro.
Double champ.
This is what I needed.
Yeah. Sick, bro. So you're gonna be IFS. Last time I saw you, bro, who were you there to watch? You had a teammate that fought or what?
Yeah, we had Abel the freight train. He's actually fighting again today. They're crazy.
Damn, you guys are active, bro.
Crazy bastard, bro.
You guys are active, bro. Sick.
Abel's 40 years old too, man. He's no spring chicken. Like,
damn, he's 40.
He's onk, bro.
Yeah.
Started it when he was 29. Told me. Started training.
Yeah, he was retarded then, and he's retarded now. It's the same ass style, and it's working in the professional rankings now.
Yeah. Do you think it's like sometimes better, like, because so if you don't train before you're 29, that means your body is still like not getting fucked up, versus how people start young, dude, and then by the time they're 29, they're all fucked up,
Yeah.
Do you think there's an advantage to that or not? Probably not, though. I think the age is kind of more of an anchor,
yes or no, just both.
It's like a fuck it mentality too that goes into it. It's like, fuck it, I'm not getting any younger, but we're here,
Yeah.
That's how Abel gives me vibe.
Oh, dude, he's fuck it all the way. You should have seen the trip to Big Bear and the trip back. That fool was wasted. Like, we can say his fight's gonna happen, but I can say it now. That fool's just sick man out of liquor.
Abel, bro, let's fucking go. Abel, Beehive,
a freight train.
Drewski, you got a fight coming up too soon, right?
Yeah, June 14th. OC Fight Club.
June 14th, OC Fight Club. Bro, I've been seeing Royal Combat's been coming up lately, bro. I've been seeing a lot of fights too. So is OC Fight Club too lately.
Yeah. Both of them. Had his and had my last two for OC Fight Club.
Yeah.
I was on Cali. Yeah.
You're on Cali?
Yeah, Big Troy's promotion.
Okay, I like Cali, bro.
Cali,
Cali's sick, bro. I've been a few of those. I like Troy's promotion.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a good experience.
Troy's funny, bro. I've talked to him. He's a trip, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was trying to get him on the pod, dude. So I was like going back and forth with him, bro. And that dude, he does like a lot of that himself, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Dennis, bro, both do, bro. It's kind of crazy, bro. Because I always imagine you would have like a team to handle, you know. But I don't know, I guess not, you know.
Like booking a hotel, and I heard that was a pain in the ass because we were initially supposed to be at the Commerce Casino, and then we were pushed back 2 weeks because Commerce decided to stop doing fights for Muay Thai.
What?
So I think just Muay Thai, just we don't bring in enough money, maybe.
Oh yeah, probably.
But MMA, it's a little more lucrative, so that's why Up Next and Sparstar are going back later this month. So
Yeah.
I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because it made you feel like a fighter fighting in a casino next to a major freeway in the middle of LA. It was like, that's why I like fighting at Commerce. I mean, I made fun of it. I was like, it's the most hood ass casino, you know, west of the Mississippi, but it's I made fun of it, and then George responded, obviously, and he was like, "It's better than most places." I like, all right, bro, and then he books me to fight there. I'm like, I was like, all right, I guess I have no choice but to like it now.
Yeah,
it's the spot.
it's a business guy right there, bro.
Yeah, he sold me. I was there my next fight, so
I liked Commerce, bro. Have you been inside upstairs? They have like a smaller room upstairs.
I don't think I've
the
been.
ballroom, yeah.
Yeah, I've been in there, dude, and then I've been where it's on the side, where it's in like that little, not like a gazebo area. No, it's inside still, right?
Yeah,
Like a 10 or
still
something.
The
I
10,
remember.
yeah,
It's like a 10, I think. Yeah, the 10 is cool. It's bigger, dude. I like it. You get fucked up. It's not too far from home, you know?
yeah,
Drinks aren't too bad.
yeah, that's true,
Oh, shit, me good, bro. Parking sucks dick, though, bro.
bro.
Yeah, right. It's packed, but isn't it free parking though?
It's free parking, though.
That's
yeah.
the catch. It's free,
Free
but you gotta
parking, bro.
find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
Just gotta
bad, bro.
find it.
Fight
That's
Club
the
OC was
cost.
tight, bro. That was my first time going, was for your last fight, and I actually had a really good time, bro. They're really cool people.
It's a good time, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's a good time there at the Heinz Gardens Casino. Again, another casino too. It makes you feel like a real fighter. It gives you that vibe. And then, like, I see all you guys there, and it's really intimate. I can hear all you guys like chanting.
Yeah, they did a good job, dude.
Nice ballroom.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, who sanctions that one? Is that Wacko or is
Wacko.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Wacko, yeah.
Did he still score with like the clickers, or is it?
They do for the kickboxing, the K1 fights.
Okay, but they're on the 10-point system for full rules.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's the only way to score full rules,
Yeah.
bro.
But for Muay Thai, it's all all full rules as well, but under Wacko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like because they kept changing the rules as it went along when I did Fighters Rep in November because it went from IKF to Wacko.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they're like, okay, just a reminder, we're using clickers. I'm like, why? I was like, bro, if you miss a punch or something like that and they click it, it's like,
You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't go back. No, that's a good point.
Shit's
Actually,
weird,
that's
though.
very valid. Actually,
Yeah.
dude, and then I remember Fighters Rep too had some weird weight classes. Went by like a weird weight class thing.
Yeah,
Like
what,
130.
Stone?
Didn't they have like 139 was one of their weight classes?
So they were, it was usually they would agree on a weight and they would sanction it for a belt or whatever. But when Hung took over as the matchmaker, he brought it to K1 style weight classes. So 137, 142, 147, 132. I mean, I fought at all of those weights, so I'm just going off of those. But those are like legit K1 weight classes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
That's
noticed
pretty
they had
dope.
different like their own like little weight class thing going on.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, man. Fighters Rep, bro. So people still bring it up, bro.
It was a good time, dude. There was good experiences there, and there was experiences where I ate shit in front of my family and got stopped. So
Yeah.
only that one time, but yeah, it didn't end well, no matter how you cut it or slice it. But it was a f***ing promotion, man. They had great photographers,
Dude, the streaming, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like they kind of like leveled up in like the streaming part of it because a lot of these local venues, I think they had to like start getting better camera people and stuff because
Yeah.
Fighters Rep, you know what I mean? It was tight. It's cool that George still has his YouTube page going on. You ever watch his YouTube? I follow his YouTube page, bro.
Oh man,
I
yeah.
came across it, but I don't keep up on it.
I don't keep. I mean, I'll keep up on some of it, but it's a lot of boxing and other stuff too. But it's just cool. I mean, whatever. It's cool. You know, he's a good analyst. You know, respect it.
That's it.
Yeah, you can tell he watched a lot of HBO boxing after dark back in the day. You
1000%, bro.
can tell he got off work, went to his favorite, favorite little
The pub or
takeout.
something.
Yeah. Nah, George is cool though, man. Like he's got a good sense of humor. He's from Miami as well, so he,
He was training at Hardworks, wasn't he?
where Hardworks?
Hardworks, I think he was training at Hardworks for a little bit.
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't. Maybe he
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
I think he was. Yeah, I
he
think
can throw
that's
those
how he went
hands.
home. Yeah,
I've seen him on the bag.
yeah.
Yeah. Like the page one time they were like, oh, the CEO is gonna step in for some work now after like the open workouts. I was like, man, George is funny, dude. It was a pretty crispy technique.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, don't f that guy.
He should do, if you ever want to bring him back, he should do a cross promotion where he boxes the dude from Fight Circus.
Yeah.
Or that dude, the promoter from the Fight Circus.
Oh,
Dude,
That'd be a spectacle, bro.
dude, I love Fight Circus so much, bro. They told me they're gonna bring one to California, and I'm so excited, but I don't know how they're gonna do it because I don't think they can sanction like half of the shit they do, bro.
Yeah, here nah.
Nah,
It's some lunacy, dude. That's for sure.
unless they just throw it and they're just like fucking, they just take off and don't even like ever come back.
Yeah. That's kind of the best. That's kind of for the best sometimes though, because I don't know if we can stomach this a second time, you know?
Bro, their shows are just so wild. Blob Tang, dude.
Yeah.
Blob Tang.
When he fought who did he fight? Diego Sanchez or Diego Sanchez?
I think it was.
It was, right? Dude.
Yeah.
Diego Sanchez.
The nightmare guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the tough one? Yeah.
Dude, he was
that's
like
him.
elbowing him and kicking him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Blob Tang
yeah.
was just smoking in between rounds, bro. What a savage, dude.
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it's cool. I want to check it out. I want to see the midgets fight, all that, bro.
Be sick
go.
if they put it at Commerce too, a spectacle
go.
like that. But they need a bigger
Yeah.
venue. They need a bigger place for that.
Nah, they're probably gonna run it like downtown LA or something. I could see. You think it'd be an Indian reservation? Oh shit!
Oh, you can get away with the fun stuff there, probably.
Oh, Fight Circus, boom, take that.
Yeah,
let's
someone
go.
send it, someone tag him, bro.
Oh yeah.
Go to a Sequan casino. You might as well put it in San Diego.
It's
You know?
fun.
That'd be tight. That'd be tight. Yeah, so I'm down for that, dude. George, if you're ever down, dude. You know who else is a savage promoter, bro? Is President Awesome, bro.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
That fool gets down, bro.
Yeah. That's a karate combat guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's made something pretty good out of that. He's had some pretty good matchups like Rockhold and
Spunk?
Schilling. Yeah.
Dude, that Spunk fight, dude, that was crazy. Ended first round knockout. You saw it? Did you see that fight?
Yeah, I did. That was actually pretty crazy.
Bro, I low key thought Spunk was gonna win, bro.
Yeah, honestly, man.
He got taken out quick, bro. Sam, bro.
I think he's
Or no, what's his name? Is it Sam or Al?
it's the smiley guy, right?
Yeah.
He has like the smiley
Smiling
face.
Sam
yeah.
or something.
he recently won. Yeah, he won.
He
won
knocked out
weights.
Tyrone Spunk, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was I was at a loss for words when I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I was like, wait, what? I was
yeah.
like, bro, is that Tyrone's
crazy.
like lived and breathed striking, you know? But after he broke his shin in half, he wasn't really the same after that.
Well, he had to change his style.
Yeah, he just boxed more from that.
Yeah.
More hands. Yeah.
He was with Pedro Diaz. That's the Cuban guy who got Miguel Cotto ready.
Snapped his shin, bro, in K1 fight, bro.
Dude, how do you?
Yeah, I think he was the one that kicked, and the other foot just checked it.
Yeah, and it just broke. Yeah, fuck. Good.
It scares me, bro.
I'd retire, so like props to him. Like,
I mean, what are you gonna do though, bro? You know, he only has one skill.
Yeah, I
one
mean-
skill set, bro. You know,
like it's
Yeah.
like I suck at everything else.
he's
You
gonna
know?
go sell
Yeah.
insurance or something, bro. Tyrone Spunk. You call fucking State Farm, Tyrone Spunk.
It's just like it's his accent. He's like, "Would you like to buy?" Yeah.
Like Tyrone, your numbers are low, man. What's going on here? It's the third time in a row.
That's
you
the
know?
wrong guy to press, bro.
Can't even feed his family anymore. He's just like, gotta go back to fighting.
Yeah, poor
Right.
Tyrone. Poor Tyrone. He's on.
Yeah, I'm bummed, bro. I don't want to see him fight anymore after that, dude.
Yeah,
I was so
Probably no
excited
more.
too. Yeah, he's like what 40 something though, right?
yeah. He's had a good career to this point too. He's fought like the who's who, K1. You know, not to mention all the other fights that we don't know about in Suriname that he had. Because
Yeah.
like, people who don't know, it's like that Dutch kickboxing is huge in that country. I mean, that's where his whole prowess came from.
Yeah.
But like you said, he had to change his style from injuries. Then he lost to somebody he probably should have beat. It's like at
He
that
fought-
point,
Did you see his fight with Overeem like last year? I think.
that was last year.
Yeah, the K1 one. I think it was like a year or two ago.
Oh, I think it's from
Uh,
Pissed Hot, right?
Yeah, when he was all super.
Oh, Uberim, yeah.
Didn't he beat him? Overeem's back, bro. It was his first fight in kickboxing in like 13 years.
Bro, he was on the horse meat again too.
Oh, for sure. Dude, he was so big, bro.
He got skinny as hell. He looked.
Yeah, we saw it came in the
sick,
picture, bro.
Yeah, he looked
Dude.
sick.
That fool must have like tested like twice a year, bro, at minimum, bro.
And piss would melt styrofoam if he did that, dude. And taking all the
Yeah, that's
Mexican
not normal.
supplements and horse meat. Yeah.
Bro, look, you're Daddy Dana, right? You saw it right here. Are you pushing to test Overeem more, or are you trying to let it slide more?
Bro, you should have. That dude is broken. Like, but it's
Cooked,
funny.
bro.
Eddie Bravo was like, every time he gets knocked out, he turns gayer or something like that. And then he's like, I think it was on a Joe Rogan podcast.
It was.
It was like every time he gets hit, he turns gayer and he starts doing the mannerisms like the whole, this and and I was like, why does your mind work like that to where you think he gets knocked out and he turns a shade gayer? It's like, bro,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The
Eddie
Overeem's technique
Bravo.
is interesting, bro.
The knees, dude. He fucking.
But even just the way
Yeah,
he
good
like, he doesn't
punch.
look like he knows what he's doing for like half the fight, bro. But I think
Yeah.
that it like, even though his punches are looking like all weird and loopy and sloppy, I feel like if you get hit with them, they probably still hurt so bad, bro.
Oh yeah.
You can see that coming in. It'll still hurt. It's like,
Yeah.
and then it's like he kind of looks like we all know those people who are buff at the gym, and they're like,
Top heavy.
yeah, drinking Total War, and they can hardly like they can't even scratch their back. They're so
Dude,
jacked.
that's totally him right now, bro.
It's like somebody if you put them in one of those guys. If you put them in K1, that's literally Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
Just a muscle man who can get up. You know,
He still kicks some ass too.
dude. Force
Looking-
meat, brother. That's the
yeah.
key.
Looking sloppy half the time and still making it work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro. That's why I
Yeah.
feel like he hasn't really fixed it because it's just
Yeah.
been like he's just been fucking it up. So he's like, why?
Yeah, that's like basically Abel. He just retarded and he somehow wins. He
It
just
works for some people.
He just out mentals the guy, not in the best way.
Outmentals.
Yeah,
What is going on here?
Like it works for DDP.
yeah.
dude.
Dricus
he just throws it at the wall and he hopes something sticks.
just
And then-
goes forward, puts his head down.
Oh, he's fighting.
Fuck
He's fighting Chaimiev next, bro.
Hamza, yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel
I'm
about
shot. I got Dricus.
Dude, everyone's got Dracus, but I don't know, man.
If it goes a distance, I think Dricus will take it.
Yeah,
You know, like a major, maybe like a majority decision.
Huh.
I think he could take it like 4-1, maybe 3-2. But if Hamza gets a hold of him, and I guess if he just like manhandles him the first 2 rounds, then you know you can get a finish. But if it goes a distance,
yeah.
I just don't see how Chimaev wins.
Bro, imagine
Yeah.
it, but he crushed in Whitaker's jaw.
That was sad.
Yeah, but look what Dricus did to Whitaker as well. Before that happened,
That's a weird strength, though,
No.
bro. That's like I can just grab
he
you.
dropped Whitaker with just a jab. I remember, like he just
Yeah.
like
Sure.
a sack of potatoes.
Poor
With
Whitaker,
just a
dude.
jab.
I know.
He's like in the middle. It's like who
He-
did better at
He
beating his ass?
weakened, he weakened Whitaker for Chimaev.
I know, bro.
You
Whitaker,
know?
he had a good
Tenderized him,
round
yeah.
left.
Yeah,
Fuck, bro.
no one expected, and that's the thing. I like Dricus, but no one expected him to win. And the
No.
way
Huh?
he whooped his ass, you know, that was prime and prime.
And 10-8 people on the mic too, dude.
Yeah, like he's surprised me a lot. Like the first fight against Strickland, I really had Strickland winning that 3-2, but the
Yeah.
last one, like that one broke my heart. And to see Strickland not kind of fight back, that was a little bit more disheartening. But
Yeah.
he still stood there, like, because what was in the middle of the 3rd round, he broke his nose, and most people would have quit or they would have been finished, you know, by then. And he stuck it out for 5 full rounds.
It's that
He was actually throwing
upbringing.
back at the end. I was like, you should have done that in the beginning, homie.
Yeah.
It's that upbringing that he had too. That plays a factor when you got to dig deep. It's like I've been through so much worse than this. Shit.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
Like in moments like that, I feel like prepared him for like the beating and all the pain. You know?
Yeah, he's like, I'm used to emotional pain.
Yeah.
This is
Which-
nothing.
Real life trauma.
Which is
Yeah.
something Dricus made fun of.
Yeah.
We thought you
Cried.
broke him there, yeah.
I thought your dad beat your ass.
Dracus is funny, bro. Dracus is funny, bro. This
I wonder
fucking
what he's
accent
in-
and shit,
Bro,
bro.
I just wonder if he's in the same Hive though.
Hey, bro, imagine Dracus comes out to the new Yee song, bro. Dude.
Oh, he did say something already. I think they announced Nasruddin Imavov is like the replacement or like the backup.
Uh-huh.
And then Dricus tweeted, I guess I'm fighting that guy. Because you know how Kamzat's pullout rate's pretty high?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Little shot,
hilarious.
yeah.
Dude.
Dude, I can totally see comes if he pulls out this fight. What do you think's happening?
I think he's gonna go down to 170 and hope people forget about it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can really do at that point.
yeah.
Or do money fights.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he's at that point where we all know him.
and like not to mention he has like the Russian audience. He can sell like they won't just cut him, you know, because he has the Russian audience. Like a lot of people in Chechnya, all the Muslims, like they're gonna get behind someone like that. So they
Yeah.
won't cut him. It's just gonna cost. It's gonna lose them money if anything.
Yeah, yeah. It's a big accusation for anyone else to get a hold of him as a free agent. You know, so I don't think the UFC would want to let him go, especially in his prime.
Yeah,
Makes no
I
sense.
mean, where would he go though, bro?
You just gotta fight, bro. You
You're gonna go
just gotta
PFL?
fight.
it's like some Russian promotion where
Yeah.
Putin's like
Don't give-
spectating it. Yeah.
He's gonna go do the you know those team MMA, like
Oh,
5-on-5 and shit, you know.
Dude, I'd be down for some shit like that. But
Dude, we were just talking about that the other day. That's tight, bro.
yeah.
2-on-2, some tag team shit.
But
Nah,
if you-
bro,
if
just
you-
divide the class in half. Whoever shows up,
Or
bro.
that too, yeah.
If you have someone like Abel on your team, though, you guys are cooked. That's the problem. It's like he
They'll
shows
do
up all
anything.
hungover and hey, where do I go? It's like to the ring, fool.
A drunk deal that still get it done. Oh yeah.
That fool's sweating out the alcohol and he's training. Yeah,
sorting out the haram.
Yeah, he's got his vodka deodorant on. Shit, you know, there's always that one guy who smells like weed when they're training. Shit. It's usually in jiu-jitsu, like their heat, you know, special deodorant. And shit. Yeah. I think it's hilarious personally. Like someone will take my class at UFC and I'll be like, "Oh, nice cologne you got there," and he's like, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like,
"Oh, sorry."
Just be ready to spar, you know?
Yeah. Bro,
be ready for the work.
Bro, remember when those kids were smoking weed like in front of the fucking shop, in front of the gym? A couple, maybe you weren't there, but a couple weeks ago, dude, and Frankie got all mad, dude.
Oh, for real? No, I didn't.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, "Hey, bro, look, it's cool if you want to smoke before class. Do that, like, away, bro."
Yeah, don't do it in front of the gym.
Yeah. They're hitting like a pen though, I think, so they're probably like trying to just be like,
"Oh,
yeah, man, these kids, bro." I just tell them, don't even smoke weed, bro. If you just start, bro, don't even smoke weed at the gym until you got like a year in, because you're just gonna be retarded, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
Your learning is gonna be so slow, and I'm gonna be fucking annoyed at trying to tell you to do something.
Kids now are so much worse than we were, though. I mean, just like the vulgarity of like shit that they say, like and I feel like social media, like it just exasperates all of that. It's like
it's all the influencers too.
Yeah. The
like,
Jake Pauls, bro.
Social media is like so accessible, and especially like the worst aspects of it, to where like kids are like, you know, I'm gonna be just an asshole. I'm gonna wake up and choose violence today, or just being an asshole.
Yeah, no respect.
Like we couldn't just like write notes of our problem when we were a kid, where it was like public on. We just had to deal with it. Usually we had to squabble up or something like that.
Yeah, because if you talk, then you have to back it up.
Kids don't even squabble up anymore, bro. They just shoot each other or just shoot themselves because they're depressed, bro.
Or like knife crimes and shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They'll do a TikTok dance on you before they throw some hands.
Yeah.
Just so gay, dude. I don't know.
How do we save America, bro?
Do the man dance.
I think it's the food we're eating. People are having like I don't know, zingers and shit for dinner, and they're like
fluoride in their
it's the preservatives, bro. It's the preservatives in the vaccines, dog.
It's the red 40 and shit, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. RFK, please take it from these kids, you know?
Yeah. I'm good, bro. I'm faded.
Like, I don't know. If like social media got hacked, that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Like the people who were like already just not very like avidly using it, they would probably be fine, you know? But some people would melt down, dude.
A lot of people would probably end up.
I don't know because I found so many good food spots because of social media, bro. That's hard to give up, bro.
Yeah, Taco Land. I keep getting their ads, bro.
Dude, we got an ad for this pizza spot at my work, bro. And we're just like, let's check it out, dude. It was literally one of the best pizza spots in County, bro.
What's it called?
Slice House.
Slice.
Kind of dude. We gotta go. It's so good, bro.
Where is this building?
I've seen that.
It's so good, bro.
Where is this building at, bro?
It's on I don't remember the streets, dude, but it's by not by Fountain Valley Hospital. It's around that area, bro.
It's an FV.
There's a
it's by the freeway, dude. I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's a wing place too. Some UFC fighter owns it. JD Wings or
I keep
something.
hearing about
JD
that, bro.
Wings,
You been?
yeah.
I'm not getting paid by him or anything to say this, but like I haven't even been there, you know. But everyone says it's shit. So I mean, that's like one of those places where it's like undeniable. Like you said, you just gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta check it out. We gotta support our people, bro.
Dan Hendo just
bro. You know?
In our city.
Dan Hendo just opened a steakhouse too over in Temecula.
I saw that. It looks fancy. Is it fancy though, or what? Or is it just the pictures?
It's like a brewery. Like they have like.
No, it's just the pictures.
Dan Hendo.
Looks like a Golden Road type architecture, you know, or like Carl Strauss type.
Well, what's your favorite like steakhouses or go to?
Shit, I make my own steak, bro. I like my steakhouse.
No, that's true.
But,
I do see that.
Oh yeah, it's a brewery.
I haven't been. This may come as a shock to you, dude, but I've never been to like a fancy one like Mastro's or anything.
Oh no, it could be like even like an Outback or anything.
Wait, Fogo or Texas?
Yeah, that's my shit.
I'm trying to, bro. It's the best place on earth.
Yeah, bro. Just put that on green and all the.
I might go after this, bro. I have like birthday points I need to use.
Hey, that too, or even Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
I'm free after this, bro. I might skip the gym, bro. you guys made it sound great.
I hit the gym, dude. I'm ready to do whatever, bro.
After the back
I got biceps.
Dude, that was fun today, dude.
I already had 2 sessions today. We did hella rounds. Who go with today?
Who I sparred or who did I corner? I sparred Scotty and then that white guy, that buff guy. I can't remember his name. Arthur.
Yeah.
Oh, with Arthur, and I think that was it. Was there how many rounds were there? Was there 3 or 4? There's 4. I don't remember who I had after Arthur. Yeah, I just had an easy round after
4
that.
rounds, and then they did their PKB little simulation afterwards. So
the PKB thing was fun, bro.
Yeah.
That was fun. I got like some new people, and it was cool.
Bro.
Just like,
I gotta go get my work in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have somebody competing in Spartacus, or is it a different one?
Yeah, we do. We have a few people.
Oh, okay.
Some
competing
people,
in that one. Yeah.
and we have some people doing IFS. It's gonna be like their first. Brian's his first fight. I think DJ is he doing IFS or is he?
I think DJ as well. Maybe Nico.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get
others.
him to like get the feeling of it, you know. It's cool. We split off, dude, and we sectioned off the mats into like 3 sections in a row, and then we had groups around him, like they're like a crowd, you know.
Yeah.
And we had 2 people just like a coaching,
Cornering, coaching,
and then
a
one
ref
ref
in each one.
It was pretty tight, bro.
We
I
had
had
a big
so much
class
fun,
today.
dude.
That's a good coach, though.
class.
Good coach will create scenarios like that. Like B does the same shit.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta. It's like if you can walk into the fight and it's like just it's feeling, natural. It's just like training. And your coach creates an environment like that. That's good. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I thought it was good for too? I think it's good for showing people like do you want to do this? You know, because if you could do this is basically it. Because we're letting them spar a little bit harder. You know.
yeah. The
So it's kind
pressure.
of like this is pretty much it. You know, except for you're just not gonna know your opponent. You know.
Yeah, because they had to do back rounds with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did
really?
2 rounds.
Yeah, we gave it 2 rounds, so it's like
It was fun, man. I was like, it was fun, dude.
Just get familiar with
Get ref
them.
next time,
and then,
dude.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah, I
a
was a
coach.
cornerman too.
Yeah, I was a coach cornerman. Yeah, that was fun.
And then whatchamacallit? IFS lets you fight twice a night if you want to as
Yeah.
well for
Yeah.
Spartacus. So
Yeah,
Spartacus is crazy. Those events last like
they have so many
Forever,
fucking
bro.
dude, and they let
fights,
you
bro.
go. Like they let you throw some heat in those
Yeah.
things. I've personally done about 4 of them. So I think I went against one of your teammates, Raul.
Raul,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's solid dude.
yeah.
that was a
bro.
good fight. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that fool's tough as hell, man.
Oh, he's cool. Yeah.
But I knew Spider.
He gives us
I knew he was
work.
going to be well rounded because I know that you guys are not bad anywhere. You guys have good clinch. You guys have good kickboxing, good pure boxing as well. So
that was a dope night too. I remember it was me, Yadir,
Tony, I think, right?
Danny.
Was
I
it
don't know. Yeah,
Tony
it was.
fight or no?
No, I think it was a lot of people, like 7 of us. Yadir, Danny, a couple of the girls as well. But yeah, Raul, he fought. Yeah, I think maybe Troy or Jack, I believe.
man, Troy
Jack
used to
fought.
fight like every fucking week.
Yeah, dude. I remember he had like 5-6 fights in a matter of months.
He's a down ass fool. That's fun. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
funny too. Like,
yeah.
like he's that person where like if you're having like we all have those days in camp where like fuck, I don't want to train. I'm tired as dog shit. I'm on a calorie deficit. I'm angry.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
Press
then
and
you have
shit.
someone like Troy. He's like, "Let's go, bro. Let's go." like,
He gets you so hyped, bro.
bro, that fool. Yeah,
Yes, he does.
I missed that fool.
what's
Yeah.
flowing through
More
that
often.
guy's blood, bro? yeah,
Meth, no, just cocaine. I'm just kidding.
cocaine bear.
No, Asians do, bro. So Sergio, how long you been at a Beehive for? You said you were there since he left some other gym or what?
Yeah, so there was we had Coach Christian. We call him the Grandmaster. I mean, in reality, he's just a fat Cambodian dude that looks like Buddha, but he's one of the. I don't know where I'd be today without him, but he taught me everything I know until 2022 when Coach B Joshua Fuckman took over. He hates it when I say it, Fuckman.
Fuckman.
Yeah.
His last name is Fuckman.
Yeah, but he took over in like early summer of 2022, and then I've been with him ever since. So we did a little Spartacus. I competed against rounders in like their July 22 event. I fought some guy named Eduardo Cerate. He's one of the top guys at rounders right now. And then I left for like 4 months after that. I went through a pretty nasty breakup. So not to mention my car got totaled. Physically I wasn't doing too well, so I took some time off and just got all that right. And then B hit me up when I was on vacation. I went to see Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards.
Nice.
And then B texted me. He's like, "Hey Serge, got a November Spartacus. You down?" I said, "Yeah, I'm down." And then he said, "December 2nd, you want to get on IFS? The 2 weeks after that, you want to do it again, 2 weight cuts?" I'm like, "Okay, let's go." So
Yeah.
ever since then, from I believe like July of 2022 to this point, I've been there with Coach B. And then he's brought a lot of other people in as well. So from any other gyms, like Drew's been there several times.
Always a fun time.
He's family there, man. All of you, everybody there from Spider who's come is giving us work and helped us out. Especially Yadir. I love that fool.
Yeah, he's
Super
cool.
gay, but I love him. I'm always
Love
commenting
that guy,
like
man.
I'm always
Bro.
commenting the gay flag on a story note. Like,
We should all just start doing
The
that now.
Jewish gay flags. No, yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
I single-handedly brought back like homophobia, like publicly, you know.
Yeah.
Just brought all of us together, man.
Yeah. That's
No-
cool, man.
No homo.
Oh, yeah. No Diddy, no cousin.
No, did he, bro?
Oh, bro.
You've only been doing Muay Thai. You haven't trained like MMA or like jiu-jitsu or anything.
Oh no, I've done jits for a long time. I've done judo for even longer than that. Obviously I'm not doing it anymore. I put all of my attention into striking. And I've had 2 MMA smokers as well. I have 1 sub, I have 1 KO. But they were taken pretty seriously. You had to make weight for them. You had weeks to train for it. They were smokers, and they were against people who are currently, fighting in camo now. Some guy named Richard De La Rosa and another one, Randy Robledo. He's out of Punk Rock Fight Club. Shout out to them. And I have some MMA experience as well. I just stopped grappling due to the fact that this is dangerous. This needs all my undivided attention. So
yeah,
I fell in love with it too.
Yeah, it's a lot funner, bro. Like that's what I said.
I can't say less injury preventative, but it's like I've been pretty banged up over the years. But it's like you said, a lot of fun. You can never stop learning. There's always something new to learn or improve on.
How you stay game.
Yeah.
Stay ready.
It's the man, bro. Jiu-jitsu is cool too, but it's just a different thing.
Gets people out of a bad place, and there's a lot of people going through it. And I feel like the best part about doing martial arts in general is it gets you out of a bad place. That hour or two that you're within that, that confined space, you're nothing outside of there matters. It's your time to express yourself and learn and be a student.
Student in the game.
It's another thing, bro. You can never stop learning because that's the real loss.
For sure, bro. Yeah, dude, that's clutch, bro. Especially like for like a breakup, bro. That's when you see them. Like that's probably the highest percent when people join the gym, bro, because they're going through a breakup.
Yeah, I mean, that was just like a natural instinct, though. Nobody told me, hey, bro, you should go to the gym. I mean, I'm a pretty skinny bastard. I don't need the gym, but it was just like a natural inclination. I was like, I need to start doing pull-ups. I need to get better at bench pressing. I was just lifting. I wasn't training because I didn't want the pressure of having to train. But in doing that, it also showed me that I wasn't a good teammate, because I went through a breakup, but there's other people who were in camp too. So I felt like I let a lot of them down in hindsight,
Yeah.
Because when you're younger, obviously you don't think as rationally, but I was kind of bullshitting at the beginning of that camp for Spartacus. I was only coming in sparring days and then doing treadmill sprints. And he's like, Serge, people need your help. You need to be a good teammate. And I'm like,
that sounds like Yoda, bro. You're a good teammate. You must. Serge.
It's like a Korean stoner Yoda. But
I'll be.
Yeah.
He was right, because like a good coach will put you on game like that. They'll be like, bro, stop being an asshole and get in and help your teammates, And so
y'all got to get better together.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Because once you're in camp, they're there with you in camp. They're in camp, you're in camp with them. It's like it's never ending, and there's no losses that you can take learning. So it's probably not a bad thing that you're in there. So help your boys out.
Your mother effing is out.
Okay,
sir.
How'd you guys link up?
Kevin Boogie. Shout out to Kevin Boogie.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I seen this guy walking in at a Spartacus event. I'm like, oh, that's the tall Jesus looking guy who's kicking ass. And then I was fighting Jerry Granado at the time. Shout out to Jerry. And then he told me, oh, I fought that guy. Here's the do's and don'ts. And then we eventually got him to come in and spar. And, he clicked with my coach. They both are avid potheads. So,
sir,
they clicked immediately. And then all of his teammates started coming along. So Jack came by. I don't know his last, though, white guy.
Yeah, Jack Horton.
Yeah, Jack Horton.
Yeah, he came
Jack's
by.
fully solid.
Also, Daniel, one of the Asian dudes. His name is Daniel.
Oh, wait, isn't Daniel isn't that the dude I was talking about that does?
Yeah, there you go, Daniel. There you go, Daniel. He has sparred there many times, and I think even before he trained as Spider,
he was at Classic too, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about.
A few other guys, Jonathan as well, Jonathan Rojas, and he's fought Alex, teammate Alex. So it's like it's all love. Respect and love,
man. Jonathan trains and goes straight to the fucking taco stand. That fool's
bro.
Thick, dude.
I love that.
He's always game though. He's always, no matter what shape he is.
That's like our Danny, bro.
He's a down ass.
They're Danny.
He's a down ass fool, bro. I love Johnny, bro.
Yeah, Johnny's a man.
It's funny as too, bro.
And the funny thing is, he's my coworker, so I see him like almost every day too.
Oh, you're lucky, bro. If that fool's making you laugh every day, you're in good hands. Like
that's how we like linked up too with everyone else, and also with his coach Julian, who has trained with Julio in the past, in Classic, and I think he knows also Coach B as well. So it all just comes full circle, bro. Like I don't know, like it's
I really
the best thing in the world. I think it's better than that.
Yeah, and then it brings you out of a bad place too. So like it brings us all together. It's like, and that's the beauty in cross trainings. There's a lot of coaches out there who are like avidly against cross training. I'm not gonna say names. I think we all know a few, but it's you know, in order to get better now, you got to cross train. You never know we're going to be going against another country or something like that. So it's us again. Like we're the United States, bro. We got to be the best. People leave their country to come here. That's how badass we are. So you never know. We might be up against somebody else one day, and we're going to look to each other for help. And that's why I think cross training is important. When you're on a national team, you're training with a bunch of people from different places. So it's like you might as well get comfortable with everyone locally, you know. But a lot of coaches are stuck in that like Cobra Kai type shit where it's like you can't train here, and you know we don't like that coach, we don't like that team. But it's all just to keep the money coming, and I think they don't want to lose clients because
I think it's that, and then some of it too is because there's some the traditional like Muay Thai way is like when you start going to a gym, it's like you represent that gym outside the gym. That means they changed their last name to the gym name, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like back in the day, it was kind of like weird to cross train, you know? I just think as time goes on, though, you're starting to see it more and more. I think the 90s, you really started seeing it like kind of open up more. And then I think our generation isn't
a lot more lenient.
Yeah. I just think it's a time thing, you know. But I see why a lot of like I hear coaches like all the time talk about how they dislike it. You know, their main argument is this. This is what I've heard is because your technique is gonna be like they're trying to get your technique to a certain place, you know, and then you're going somewhere else and they're trying to get your technique to like a certain place over there. I think it's just important if you're a coach and you know some other guy is like he has a home gym, just try to like maybe like be like I'm not gonna try to change what you do. I'm just gonna show you how we do things and you kind of implement it into your game, you know? Just
polish you up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. But it's tough, man. I think I'm in favor of cross training, man. You got one life, dog. You know?
So I met this fool right here,
bro, man. That's how we like even got closer, especially with the open mat sparring.
Yeah. The group chats, the
chats and all that.
The federal crimes that, you know, can come from those, you know, potentially. But
yeah, it's cool because you can make friends, bro.
Yeah.
Because I already made friends with everyone from my gym.
Yeah.
I'm about to go make friends with everyone at your gym now, dog. You know?
It's just networking too, you know?
Yeah, like we're not even teammates, but it feels like we're teammates.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that. It's a brotherhood.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, we've helped each other for camps. I mean, like even though I'm like a foot shorter than you, it's, you know, just like the rest of the world is. But it's like we've helped each other out. We all have something to offer each other in terms of skills. Maybe an angle you throw something at. It's like there's always something we can learn from one another, you know?
Nah, yeah. Like in and out the ring, you taught me a lot. So
yeah, even like some of the beginner guys, like they'll do something unconventional, but it'll work. It's like you got to question why does that work and ask them too.
Adi, shout out Adi.
He's living proof of that. Like he's not.
Who's that D?
Teammate.
He's a good guy to talk to, man. He's over. I don't know if he wants me talking about this, but I told him this is a trophy. He's had he overcame pill addiction. You know, that's one of the hardest things to do is to overcome prescription opioids, you know? So, you know, and he overcame that. He's turned Muay Thai into a healthy addiction. And, you know, ever since then, he's had like 8 PKBs, you know what I mean? He's just trying to find his footing in this, but he's overcome a lot. I told him, like, you overcome it that would have folded most people, you know, like pill addiction. A lot of people can't come back from that. You know, we all know someone who's, you know, strung out on pills and they couldn't find a way out because it's an addictive. They make it to be more addictive. The Sacklers are sick people, bro.
So, yeah, dude. You hear a lot of stories of that, dude. I had that fool from. He's at Kanye Kickboxing. They call him Strictly Business. I can't remember his real name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Solid dude.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. They're doing a friendly fade tomorrow, bro. I think I'm gonna go check it out. It's gonna be in Long Beach. If you're free, dude, let me know, dog.
He's interviewed me before too, actually. Yeah, we've done a little.
He was with Hung, bro. Or not with Hung. He was with George, Fighter Trap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a lot of their videos.
Yeah. Oh, Touchdown. Yeah, that's right. That was his
Touchdown.
Yeah. Trip, dude. Small, dude. Full circle, dog.
He's funny too, dude. And like when he fights like a down ass fool.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. But yeah, he was telling me about how he knows this guy that comes to my kickboxing. It's an older dude. He's like in his 40s, but that dude was like some meth addict, and he started doing like taekwondo, and so now he'll go over to like Muay Thai gym just to spar, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was telling me that dude's whole story, and it's just like it's crazy, you know.
Is he the black guy or is that?
I don't know. He's like in his 40s, he's a black belt, you know.
Oh, one of his teammates is fighting our teammates. So I was like, is that who it is? That sounds familiar. That's why.
Is he like 40 or something?
I don't know. Black don't crack, but you know, it's like, you know,
could be 28 or could be 50.
You never know. That's a thing, brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. So I can tell you, I don't know what the guy looks like.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name.
But he that's another good example though. I mean, he turned it around for the better. So
Yeah.
some people they go through it, man. It's like,
Yeah, martial arts is important, bro. I mean, everyone should learn some form of like combat, you know, whether it's even kung fu. There's value in kung fu, even though I think it's boring, you know,
It's
but
put me in the best shape of my life.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
can get a lot of like perspective from kung fu, you know.
Yeah.
Anything, any mixed martial art, any combat sport.
Have you seen that one kung fu though? Fucking Sanda?
No,
Somebody-
I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
I've heard of them, but not
It's Chinese kickboxing.
Chinese
Huh.
kickboxing.
So it's basically like Muay Thai, but then they allow like single and double legs.
Okay.
That's basically the only difference, bro.
So it's like Spartacus, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Bro.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Some dirty Muay Thai.
Yeah. Yeah, they have competitions of it, dude. It's really big in Florida, actually. It's kind of funny that you brought that up.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have seen it then. Yeah, because I think someone made a point to say that it was from Florida, and I'm like, I'm not a Floridian. Like, I consider myself, you know, California and Florida, but it's I heard something Florida related in terms of fighting. I was like, all right, let me check this out.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it's from China, but for some reason, there's just a lot of people that do it in Florida. There's like, they just had a contest, like a tournament, like.
Maybe it's because here in the United States, like wrestling is also a thing, so it kind of encourages wrestlers. It's like, all right, well, you can be a good striker. It gets tough, double-legged motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think there's like Chinese immigrants that moved to Florida or something, or maybe there's one guy that just brought it and then kind of created like a market for it. I don't know.
Man, it's basically what George did, you know, like K1 kickboxing wasn't really on anyone's radar, and then he brought it, and then next thing you know, fighters reps like the hottest on the block, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's kind of interesting that he picked kickboxing. I really want to interview him, bro, and ask him some questions, dude, because I'm curious to know why he picked kickboxing, you know?
he turned it into a big thing, and like me and Granado were supposed to fight each other, but I got to give Jason Granado props. Like his knockouts and his performances put a lot of eyeballs on it at a time where, you know, social media was, you know, it was people were leaning on it. It was like post pandemic, and then you see this dude is knocking everyone stiff, and then it's at a venue like the Commerce Casino. The production's insane with the camera work and all that. Then you have this guy knocking everyone dead. It's like you got to give that guy props for putting fighters rep where it's at. And like, I mean that too. Even though we were like scheduled to fight each other or whatever at one point, I got to give credit where credit's due. And that dude, he really helped put so like lately, like he really helped put SoCal Muay Thai / kickboxing on the map, just whooping people's asses, man. You know?
Yeah. We'll see what's next, man.
Yeah, everyone's.
Do you think Muay Thai is gonna eventually just go away and it's just gonna be MMA and boxing?
I don't think you can get rid of Muay Thai. I really don't.
One man in California, you know, like.
Nah.
I think WBC. I feel like WBC is gonna be like the ones that are basically still putting on fights. And I feel like a lot of other promotions are gonna eventually just, you know, you just don't really see a promotion last for like more than like, you know, 10 years, you know.
In my opinion, I feel like Muay Thai is very important to even,
Dennis, though, actually, WCK, I take it back.
Yes.
30 years, yeah.
Yeah, 32
over
years,
30
actually.
years,
Damn, that's
yeah.
wild, bro, when you think about that, bro.
It's been like as long as the UFC, basically.
Dude, yeah, that's pretty wild, huh?
But I feel like in general, if you do some Muay Thai before you do MMA or go on to MMA, that'll make your striking a lot better.
Yeah,
than most
for
guys
sure.
that do MMA, you know?
Yeah.
And here in the United States, like we have wrestling too in grade school and shit like that. So it's like being able to have like some sort of wrestling under your belt plays a factor, you know?
Yeah.
The jiu-jitsu is very accessible now versus like 1999 to like where we're at now. Like jiu-jitsu, I think jiu-jitsu is more
Mainstream.
here in California than actually Brazil. I think here in the state of California, jiu-jitsu is more, I think it's a little more deep in terms of talent than it is in that country of Brazil, like itself. That's what a lot of even Brazilian professors have said. I was with Lucas Leite, and even he said that. He was like, yes, you know, better jiu-jitsu here in California, you know. He's called me Cuba, but yeah, it was.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. I'm not like into jits like that, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess it's deeper here than they said the same about Muay Thai too. That here in California we have some solid ass Muay Thai.
Dude,
We got some
California,
great strikers here, bro. Shit.
so Southern California in general, bro, there is a really good gym,
yeah.
really close to each other. To another really good gym, bro. It's like there's just so much to choose from down here. It's like, you know what I mean?
I feel like Muay
Competition's
Thai
high.
is getting much more popular, especially now. You know?
It started in the Bay Area, I think. Though I think not with anyone in particular, but I
But
think
just yeah. Actually, I think I was talking to Drew about it, but I'm trying to do the story right now. I'm trying to put it together. Maybe I'll do it when summer starts. But so So, like, I'm trying to do the story on how Muay Thai was brought over here to the States, dude. So you know how like there was a Fairtex gym in Arizona, right? Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah.
So there's a Fairtex gym in Arizona, and then something happened, and those guys left to California, and those were the fools that started like all those big gyms out there. And then eventually those fools moved from there, and they went more down south to California, and then a bunch of them moved back to Arizona eventually. You know, that's why you see like a bunch of hubs in like Northern California, Southern California, and then Arizona. You know,
Especially like Sacramento. Like there's several there.
Yeah,
you got to give. Yeah.
good ass
The
gyms out
founding
there, bro.
fathers, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for real. But yeah, I want to go out there and interview them, bro.
Yeah.
And like see what
That'd be
the story with
sick.
that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, was that owner of Fairtex? Is it Master Wong or something? Right? I don't know. He sent like 6 fighters, bro.
He's up in Frisco, right?
Nah, he's in Thailand.
Oh,
Thailand
okay. He's back
itself.
in homeland.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, he just sent 6 fighters, bro. Gave him some money, gave him a gym, and was like, just like, you know, bring Muay Thai out here, figure it out, you know.
Wu-Tang is
Yeah. Oh yeah.
gonna die.
That's just I gotta.
Non-stop, brother.
Let's
hit it, bro.
Yeah, let's
dude.
go. Let's go. That's how. It's a good
Point
pod.
number 3. Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. All right, so what other kind of are you into, Sergio? You got any other hobbies, bro? You go to school?
I mean, I have an amazing girlfriend. Just hang out with her, get off work. I'm an HR assistant by day. It's for a music company, so it's a lot of hard work. But at the end
HR.
of the day, it's just you'd be surprised, bro. Like you look at someone like me, you don't know what I do. I guess I'm not murdering nobody or anything, but it's like, except outside of the ring, you know. But it's a pretty simple life, dude. It's homework, gym. Take my girlfriend out to eat, do cool shit with her. It's very straightforward of a life that I live. Help the teammates get ready because, like I said, once your camp ends, you're in camp again, helping them out. So, it's a pretty straightforward life, you know.
How did your chick feel about the fighting?
Oh, she hates it, dude. She's in her pants every time I get in the ring.
Yeah.
Like she told, she's like, my blood pressure is gonna go up for the Delapaz fight, and I'm like, me too, you know. I was like, but I get it. You already know backstage you're shitting your pants, and then once you make that, once you walk, you're like, okay, I'm ready, built for this, you know.
You remember everything? Ready for this moment.
But it's weird because it's like a second before backstage, you're like in your jocks the whole time. You're like, bro, like, why did I sign up for this? You know, did I do enough running? I shouldn't have had that peanut butter sandwich at
Every
1
little
a.m.
detail.
Yeah. But you
That's
walk
real.
and you're like, I'm the man, you know?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine it's hard on most like and stuff.
Dude, my mom's the worst. Like, she's like holding her Jesus necklace when I'm fighting shit like that. I'm like, just curse the other guy and then hope that I win. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
She's not doing witchcraft. And, can you get me his hair, Serge?
Brujeria or some shit. Yeah. Like, my mom's Mexican too, so that's not far fetched.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put a curse on him.
Oh, bro. It's kind of like that picture with Pacquiao's mom where she's like doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking
I
about.
have. I've seen it.
I heard Pacquiao's supposed to fight again soon.
Yeah, I saw that announcement the other day.
That dude's an ageless wonder.
Bro,
And
crazy, huh?
Yeah.
How's he
Must
like?
have good genes, bro.
He's fighting and he's.
Longevity.
Isn't he still the mayor of his town, or did he give that
Yeah,
up
some
yet?
shit like that.
He's probably I think he's a senator or something like that.
Oh, he's a
That's not
senator
bad.
now.
Oh,
Damn, you
wow.
think he's gonna make a run for presidency? I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think he would win, bro.
Like Connor's doing it. Yeah.
If you think about it,
Bro,
he's
man.
a young politician.
I listened to him on the Tucker Carlson podcast. I was like, bro, I'm like, you sound like Trump. You sound like an Irish Trump.
For
Bro.
real in the Matrix, man.
And you know what? Could it be that any worse than like Trump? You know, I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
against Trump or anything, but Trump was just a TV star. Yeah, he had businesses, but
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
you know. And then we made him the president. Is it any worse making an MMA fighter the president?
You just need someone who's a rational thinker, really. I mean, some of the career politicians have completely irrational, ideas for our future. And then
That's what I'm saying. So is it so
yeah.
bad?
Not really. I agreed with a lot of what Connor was saying in that interview. I was like, you wouldn't know this guy's a fighter. Sounds like a career politician.
Yeah, you think he was on the coke or?
Oh,
gave that up?
He has to be more than likely.
He needed help for that interview.
9 out of 10 times. Yeah.
Give me my lines.
9 out of 10 for sure.
Fat line before that one, bro. She was sharp as a tack for that interview. Talking about the GDP and shit.
Whiskey and everything.
I would vote for Connor, I guess, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be the president if I was Irish, you know.
Just you're used to him talking it to like Jose Aldo, and then you hear him talking about like mainstream politics, and you're like, oh, I was like, this is a trip, bro. 10 years ago, you were
on coke throwing a fucking dolly through in a bus, dude.
He's
Remember when he did that, bro?
Oh, dude, how do you forget?
Dude, that Connor, he made a good time, bro.
Oh yeah,
he made a good time.
He started, and then the whole whiskey brand as well. I mean, it's not the best, but I don't see. He started that whole trend. He's started a lot of trends, dude. You got to give Connor credit for pushing this. Yeah, pushing this game to where it's at today. You know, doesn't matter what sport you're in. He's an example you can follow. Is he the best one? Maybe not, but he he clearly did something right. He's super successful. You know, billionaire.
You know, an asshole pays, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I think that's
assholes live forever.
When I train with a lot of other guys at the gym, and I asked them how did you get into this, I don't say Conor McGregor. Yeah, like because of Conor. Yeah, like of course.
It's the Jake Paul. It's the people who are motivated by Jake Paul that are the worst.
I'm like, all right, well, as long as you show up to the gym, you're cool.
Yeah, be a good teammate.
So you think like Connor's getting older, bro? Do you think we see a future with him doing like a Logan Paul event?
So it would have to be something not too serious.
I can see it, an exhibition or something not on your record, you know.
I don't think he can compete with the best in the world, you know, anymore. I think you make that much money. It's like a lot of people have said it. How do you wake up in the morning and want to kill someone? Yeah, you know, it's got to be for dollars, especially a lot of money really quick. It's like that's the only thing that's going to bring him back. Yeah,
Conor Floyd too.
Hey, fuck it, why not? It's 2025, bro. Let's make some money.
The Conor Floyd too. Let's allow kicks. Low kicks, just low kicks.
He's done, bro.
Just low kicks.
Oh, he's getting his first L if that happens.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to take one.
You don't think he's gonna be down with that or what?
I don't think.
I know that's not one doing.
That's why he went agree to it though.
All right. Let's throw elbows.
Oh,
punches and elbows.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do
but
it
I
with
think Conor would have the advantage.
What's that one for? Is dirty boxing?
Yes,
that Mike one. Perry?
Yeah, isn't that? Don't they allow elbows? Sure, right?
Yeah.
It's basically MMA without takedowns. So it's just, or it's like
no, there's no kicks. It's boxing. It's boxing with elbows.
Oh, no kicks.
Can you take him? I think. Do you? I think you can take him down and punch him.
Made the rule that
or you can ground and pound only.
I think you
right?
can ground and pound. Yeah, there's ground and pound for. It's like karate combat, but with basically out the kicks.
It's basically a real fight, though. It's like if you guys already know, if you get in like a little scrap, it's just hands, and then once it hits the floor.
Damn, bro, it's basically karate combat without your legs, dude.
And no chokes.
I just thought about that.
No submissions, right?
You got to end it with violence. That's like basically.
Yeah.
And that's the way you should.
The man dance.
That's the way you should end a fight. If you're just getting, getting head from a wrestler the whole fight and you can't get up, that's not a fight. It's a wrestling match, you know. Obviously, though, if the rules allow that, it's your job to nullify that. But we all know what a fight is, and that's why people show up to watch. You want to see violence. You don't want to see wrestling. You know?
I liked it, bro. Have you seen Dirty Boxing? You guys seen any of the fights?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I liked the event, bro. I wasn't like crazy for it, but I liked it. It was entertaining. I did notice there was some issues with the overall quality. Did you guys see that mic? All the mic issues.
Yeah,
that was a trip, huh?
I think for the first 4 fights, right, you couldn't hear any commentary, right?
Yeah, and then there was times where there was buzzing or weird stuff going on.
Yeah, some weird audio trouble.
Yeah, there's some weird audio stuff, but whatever. It's their first event, so
yeah, they're only gonna get better too. So
yeah, I would want to check it out live. I feel like live that would be a vibe, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be down. I'm sure it's not even that expensive either.
Nah.
Was Mike Perry commentating though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's just even hearing them there would be cool.
Yeah. Because he's had a shot of Jose Cuervo before he's doing that, and he's maybe a few joints. You never know.
Yeah.
I'd have out of all the fighters, though, I feel like I would probably hang out with Mike Perry or Bryce Mitchell the most.
Bryce, yeah,
I don't know about Bryce, bro. He's a trip, dude. I feel like I get too annoyed with something he says. I feel like, what are you talking about, bro? The earth is flat.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Mike Perry for sure, 1000% would love to kick it with that guy, dude.
I've actually seen him at multiple UFC fights, and one time I think it was for Cormier versus Miocic. I actually traveled to watch it, and he was fighting. He's in the lobby arguing about a rental car like that. And then I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And then there was a bad glare, so he was trying to move my phone. I'm like, "What are you doing, bro?" He's like, "I'm trying to help you, bro," because there was a glare, and he's like, "If you move your head here, you'll block it." And I'm like, "All right." I was like, "All right, bro, my bad." And he just walked away. I didn't get the picture. And then I saw him at Masvidal versus Covington. I traveled to go see that too. I'm like, "We meet again." He's like, "What do you mean?" And then I was like, "I tried to take a picture with you years back, and I fucked it up." He's like, well, let's do another one. He was already wasted off of like Tito's vodka. And she's like, let's go get another one. He like hugged me like a bear, and I took it. It was an awkward picture of me fucking like, hugging Mike Perry.
Those are the best though, bro.
He's the man, dude.
Those are
I
memories
fucking
right there,
Mike
bro. Hey, that's the story though, bro. Mike Perry, shout out Mike Perry, bro. My man's got his picture finally, dude.
We've had 2 meetings. It's hilarious.
What's
man.
gonna happen on the 3rd? You gotta bring a gift on the 3rd or something, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Just have one ready if you go to an event that
That's
he's gonna
crazy.
be at. You know?
Twice though.
It's gonna be Tito's vodka because he was loving it that night.
I got you something, bro.
Yeah. It's doable. Very, just
If you
follow
don't,
me.
if you don't see him the night, then you got a bottle to drink. It's not free.
Yeah.
You paid for it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he's cool as hell. And like, who else is cool is Cisco Rivera. Shout out to Cisco.
Cisco.
You already know that fool's funny.
Yeah.
It's like Master Chief though. Like for the first. But that's another MMA fighter right there, man. He's cool.
He's
Cisco.
game as hell. Yeah.
He sounds like a Mexican Eminem when he talks, but he's like, sorry, throw your jab more. And I'm like, all right, bro. The real Slim Shady stand up. But Cisco's cool, bro. That's he's helped push the SoCal fight game a lot too through UNF, and then
I love UNF, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they got a cool thing going. I like their interviews that they're doing right now, bro. Those are sick. I just saw one with Cody Sessions, dude.
yeah,
That was interesting, bro. Yeah, have you ever met Cody Sessions?
yeah. He's fought against me one time.
Oh, yeah?
But
How'd you do?
it's never bad. But I got the win that
Oh,
night.
sick. Congrats,
But,
bro. Yeah, he's an interesting person, bro. He's like, when you talk to him, he sounds very like smart.
He's smart as fuck. Yeah,
Dude,
you can
it's
just
a
tell.
trip, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, he like reads books, all kinds. He's a cool guy though, bro.
he knows too. Like if you look at what he teaches,
Yeah.
very very tight on the technique.
I love watching his fights, bro. He's very entertaining, bro.
I've never seen his fights, but he's predominantly MMA or Muay Thai.
He was Muay Thai, but he's gone over to MMA now. But he's only had
okay.
like 2 fights in MMA, I think. He lost his last one, but it was a fucking
Oh.
banger, you know?
Yeah, he'll be back next time, man. He's a hell of a coach. And then it's across 2 different sports. That's a tough thing to do. Like they say, knowledge is your wealth in this game, and that dude's got a lot of it. So shout out to Cody Sessions, man. Hell of a coach.
Cody Sessions. Damn, you beat him though, sick, bro. In Muay Thai or MMA?
I'm sorry.
You beat him in Muay Thai?
This was Fighters Rep, so I made my debut against one of his students, and yeah, we had a good night that night. I fought Jerry Granado. He's actually doing very good things right now. I've seen him kick a lot of ass. So got to give credit where credit's due. But he has a great coach and team behind him, so it's no accident that he's having these results. But yeah, Cody too. He's a solid coach, man.
Yeah, he is. He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, great team.
UNF versus in UNF, bro. You saw Magali. He was in UNF. I don't know if he's still in there, but he just fought for WCK. I was like,
Which one? Sorry.
Magali.
I'm
was
so bad with MMA. I wish I.
He fought for Fighters Rep, but it was all like I don't
Fighters
know,
Rep
dude.
and WCK.
He fought for WCK just recently, but it was all like he won, but there's a lot of drama behind that, bro. That was blowing up last week. This fool basically missed weight.
Oh,
And
shit.
so usually I don't know what they told him, but usually what I understand is if you miss weight and you're fighting for the title, then you can no longer get the title, but your opponent can if they make weight, right? That's my understanding.
That's the rule.
That's what's right.
He
I
said
guess.
they didn't say that, right? He said they told him he could still get the belt, whatever. I don't know, dude. So anyways, the fight happened, and there's a couple nut shots that happened. I didn't see the fight personally. I just saw clips of it. Fuck, who did he fight, dude? Clayton. I think actually Clayton. Anyways,
He's big in the IE. I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, I see him.
This is last weekend.
This was like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so the fight, Magali won. He didn't get the belt. He's upset about that, and then Clayton. I don't know. He's upset about the nut shot in the fucking head, but
Yeah, I mean it's fouls. It sucks ass.
I think they got to run it back.
You might as well get paid for it too.
Yeah.
People want to see it, get paid for it. Where does anybody lose? I mean, someone's gonna have to lose, but
Yeah.
hopefully they lose the old-fashioned way with like winning by the rule set. Not getting hit in the dick. That would suck.
Yeah.
Just I don't know how many times the dick thing happened, or like I said, I wasn't there. It's just from like I've seen people post. But regardless, I think we can hype this up. If Dennis does a rematch, we can. These are the matchups we have to do.
There's a storyline behind
I'm
it.
here for it.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that rematch.
I am here for it, brother. And he's actually a really cool dude, Majali. I think he's with Bangkok style.
Is it Majali? Is that how you say it, or Magali?
He said Magali. I was
thought
like,
it was
yeah.
spelled
Jolly.
Majali? That's how you say it?
Yeah, I mean,
my bad, dog.
I thought you were talking
Majali.
about Lights Out. My bad, because they just had an event too. Because Magali is a pretty believable name. Then you said Scroll Muay Thai, so I was like, and then the marijuana as well, all of that. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
what's going on? But
What's up, too?
Majali, yeah, he's a bad man.
Wait, he fought that guy Clayton. Is he from Squirrel Muay Thai or no?
I think he's Claycomb. He's a karate Claycomb kickboxing.
Oh wait, no, he's not Squirrel Muay Thai. You're right. No, I'm thinking. I'm fucking high.
He
Dude.
probably cross trains with them though.
No, I'm just high, bro. Just same names.
But they're not far from each other. They're all like Inland Empire, so
Yeah.
it's I'm pretty sure they've cross trained in the past.
Yeah. Dude, how do you feel about it? Did you see that fight?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so tell me what happened, bro. Give me your experience, dog, from your perspective.
To me, I mean, yeah, the knees may have happened, but Claycomb, with all due respect, his clinch didn't really look like it was up to scratch with Majali's clinch. And when you train at a school called Bangkok style kickboxing, your clinch is probably top notch, which it is, and it showed, right? So I mean, Claycomb, you know, he's had like what 6 kickboxing fights. I just saw a kickboxer against a Muay Thai guy.
Yeah.
And then there seemed to be some rule changes that happened at midnight.
Oh yeah, I do remember them mentioning that. Let's run by that. What happened with the rule
Like
changes?
last minute.
I guess there was so they changed the weight class, which made Majali ineligible to win the title, and some rule set change. So they changed it to modified Muay Thai, which is just Muay Thai with no elbows, and yeah, so that basically made him not able to win the belt. They'll correct me if I'm wrong if they watch this, but I guess that made him ineligible to win the belt. They changed the rule set, and then some knees got through that were, you know, obviously deemed as fouls. But from what I heard, it was made a no contest. So
I
yeah.
it was made no contest.
one of the photographers, the St. Ray photography woman who runs that account, I think she posted that it was overturned. It happened behind closed doors, so it didn't get a lot of exposure.
So it's a draw now, or
Just a no contest on their record.
I respect the no contest, and I think they should run it back now, and we should just
But I saw Majali winning it anyways. His
yeah,
clinch,
yeah. So there's no point for him. I gotta see, bro. I gotta see now. Now I'm curious because I've heard stuff from other people saying that the other dude was doing good, and then now you're telling me Majali. I gotta see it now, bro.
A lot of I just saw a lot of like Claycombs. His knees were not, or sorry, his kickboxing wasn't getting through because Majali had a really tight, you know, Dutch guard, and whatchamacallit, every time Majali put him in a clinch, he was just kneeing the shit out of him. So
Yeah.
it just seemed like someone who was proficient in a clinch went against somebody who was like intermediate, you know.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
happens,
Plot thickens.
but if they change the rule set to modified Muay Thai,
Yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the thought process behind that was, but if it was Claycomb's camp that changed it to modified Muay Thai, they kind of doomed Michael because it's hard to transition from like the K1 rule set and the timing involved in that to like full rules. So maybe his clinch is really good for all we know, and maybe the rule set handicapped like that part of how he used to train.
Style.
Style, yeah.
Damn. All right, dude. So there you heard it first, guys.
It's a lot of it's a lot. I mean, hopefully they hash it out and they all respect each other at the end of it. But I don't see how you can be cool with somebody after all that shit takes place. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of BS.
I'm glad they overturned it, bro. Because
Yeah, that's what's fair.
Yeah.
Shout out to Majali, man. He congratulated me after my last win. He's always recognizes the work, you know.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I've seen some of that fool's fights. That fool's a savage, bro.
Just violent, like he fights.
Dude.
Fights.
I'm gonna lie.
He just fights violently, bro. Like he wants to just handicap.
Yeah.
yourself.
Didn't he get the belt at UNF? Right? Was it UNF or was
Yeah.
it like? Yeah. When I saw that they signed this fight, actually, I haven't seen his fight live, bro. And I was supposed to go to that one, but it came up, dude. But his fight was one of them that I wanted to see.
Just a cool dude, man. Just puts his head down, works hard, and like, you know, he seems like he works a pretty serious day job as well. So trains twice a day, and then that's super respectable. Somebody who just grinds that hard, you know.
Yeah, that's sick.
Those are the
UNF
ones
is
that get
sick
it
too,
done.
bro.
They've got Tariq there too. That's Tariq, right? That's somebody you guys got to keep your eye on. Fucking you know Tariq, right? Dude, he's fucking savage. Because he got like a really controversial loss in Fighters Rep, and that just woke something up in him, and he just started murking everybody,
Yeah.
like
Been on a
prime
hot
Tony
streak.
Ferguson style,
Yeah.
like dog walking people, and like, bro,
Violently. Violently.
dude, it was like he fought like they stole his lunch money, and it was like time to get it back or something, bro.
Yeah.
Savage.
Same.
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
Faded.
who's someone else too? Yeah, same here. Who's another one though? Who's someone else that doesn't get enough credit?
In the fight game?
Yeah,
Who's someone else that doesn't get a lot of credit?
I mean, the best guys usually aren't using like social media. They're just working in silence, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
that's how we see everything, you know? That's how we interact. But fuck, who's another one?
One dude that you were gonna podcast for, the one that fought in the fight, my last fight, he was won the championship.
Oh, dude, starts to the M.
Yeah, Mikel, is it Michael?
Is that the guy from Hard Works?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's.
What's his, Miklo?
Miklo, my bad. Miklo, yeah. Shout out Miklo. Yeah.
Dude, that fool's, yeah, he's cool,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
He's super humble, too. He's so nice, bro.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
a good guy.
I was partying with his team after his fight, dude.
Dude, Hard Works, man. They've got it going on over there.
Oh,
He's
bro,
had like
yeah, they got
18
some-
fights now in total. He started this like around our time.
Yeah.
He
That was
did
a sick
some-
fight, too, dude, that he had.
Yeah, he told me that I think he started like 1-6 or 1-5. And you know, that's pretty tough itself. And then ever since then, he hasn't lost a fight and he just won his championship.
Yeah.
You know,
He
that's
slept the
crazy.
guy too, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
slept that fool, dude.
yeah.
Clean, bro. Like, it happened so fast, dude. He
Came
has
from the
fast,
same. He came from the same gym from the same dude that I fought. You know,
got fast
same
hands,
gym,
bro.
yeah.
Huh.
Watch that fight. Damn, he's got fast hands, dude.
That was USKO, right? They got it.
USKO,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Huh.
Shout out Miklo.
You used
Over
to have
there in
fights there, I
Riverside.
think, right?
What's up?
You used to have fight nights at USKO, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's like glory days.
Those are so tight, bro. We used to just pull up and drink in the
Those
parking
were
lot. chain.
some of the best. Yeah, man.
It is a gym, yeah.
Yeah.
Abel actually won. Yeah, retarded Abel won a fight there. So
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
All the ruins have had a fight there, at least one.
I don't understand as if you're a gym, bro, how you can host those because they just disrespect the off your property, bro.
Yeah.
Just stepping on the
Smokers,
mats
man.
with their shoes on. I'm just like,
Smoker type
bro,
shit.
I felt bad, dude.
Yeah.
Knockout Fight League does that too, though. I think they hold it inside a Metroflex gym.
Yeah.
And then it's like your seat is right next to the bench press.
Yeah, that's cool though. I fuck with that though,
It's like,
bro.
let me get a set real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm looking a little soft over here. Let me get a pump real quick. It's just funny.
Yeah, I respect that. Those are cool. The Metroflex, those nice happen right there.
Yeah, you're fighting June 14th.
June 14th.
Who's your opponent?
Honestly, I don't.
Oh, okay.
We don't have one official.
Okay. Yeah, because
But
it's at the
as-
Hawaiian Gardens Casino.
Yeah, Hawaiian's Gardens Casino. It's on a Saturday night, like around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Yeah, so it's a nice casino for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
The last 2 times we had some good nights there. Looking to do it a 3rd time, bro.
Okay. Is this one gear or no gear?
No gear. No gear.
Bone
Yeah.
on bone. All right.
Yes, sir.
Fucking
for
go,
it.
Drew.
Shit's wild,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, I already had a taste of it too against Chance from a title fight that
Oh,
came in a
okay.
2-week notice. So if I can go through
Dude.
that every round,
What was your like thought process behind that? Because you've only fought in like gear, and then you get offered like the hometown guy.
right, in
You know.
2 weeks and all that.
And
I
he's
mean,
a personality as well, too.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't think of it like that at first, though. I think that all hit me after the fight, but like I think that was a good thing too. I already had so much pressure, and it was around my birthday as well,
Yeah.
so a lot was going on, and like I wasn't in the moment, but I wasn't, and that's where I'm not saying that I regret it, but I just know like if I would have not taken it more serious, because I did take it serious, but if I would have like just believed in myself a little bit more, I really
Yeah.
feel like I could have got the job done.
Because like situationally, it's like I said, you were fighting a hometown guy, so it's like it's
Yeah.
easy. It's easy to think a certain way. It's like, I'm going against this.
Yeah,
know.
like that honestly, that didn't really play too much of a factor, because once you're in the fight,
Nothing
like everything
matters.
else is white noise, bro. So it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who's out there. Like it doesn't. It's not gonna make my punches
Yeah.
or kicks any different. Oh, like I get it. It can knock a lot of people off their game that way. For me, it was just me not performing the way I should.
Because like you got to look at like what you've done since. Like you're on a winning streak right
Uh-huh.
now, and then I see you working harder than ever now. So
Yeah.
you're running like the riverbed and before you actually. It's,
So yeah, on morning days and shit, those are the best days though.
it gives you
Yeah.
an edge though, right? Like running before or after you train. It's like if I can do this on empty, then like what can I do on a full tank after weighing in and all
For
that?
sure. This is like right after work type
Yeah.
too.
Cardio's king though. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's like, I'm gonna go, deadlift and shit like that. It's like you should, but like
Mhm.
don't let it take away from your motor,
Yeah, and also like the cheat code of us loving to spar, and like even when you're dead tired, you still want to keep going and going
Yeah.
and going, especially with your peers or your best homies there. And that's what gives you that, I don't know, it gives you like the little edge as well.
Yeah.
When you can keep going no matter how tired, no matter if you had a bad day or a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got people who are doing like CrossFit. It's like you just gotta run. You just gotta run.
That's wild though, bro.
Sprints.
That's just wild for him for martial arts, bro.
Yeah.
I see those poses and I'm like, damn, bro, you could like break your arm doing that. Just go do something else that could break your arm, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta keep it specific. Like just make yourself breathe as hard as you can in some way, whether it's like the bike or running. It's like you just gotta embrace hard shit. And people are like, I don't know, people are always trying to find shortcuts. Like,
oh, for sure, bro.
There's always that one guy who's having like more rest days than training days. It's like, bro, how are you? It's like if you're coming in feeling good and then you're leaving, you're like, I didn't do well tonight. It's like you're not dedicating enough of time. It's like,
yeah. I think that's why when you see something like these, when you start watching these MMA fighters climb the rankings in like the UFC and stuff, like the lower ranked guys, like the Americans, I feel like sometimes when they fight like these Dagestanians and like that, I mean, not even the lower rank guys, even the higher rank guys, I feel like they're not used to like people who work that hard at it, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's like a whole different thing, you know?
Yeah, it's like
the cardio's better, just your technique's better, you know?
Like the main problem there is like, how am I going to eat dinner tonight? And then you're still finding time to train and
like 2-3 times a day as well.
Yeah. Dude, we got that Charles Oliveira fighting in Ilya. They feel about that.
I always got Charlie. I know, a lot of people don't think he might win that. I got Charlie forever,
it's an exciting fight, baby.
Yeah, Charlie
I'm fucking so for it, bro.
Yeah, for the plan.
Do you guys ever feel like Ilya like just got in at the right time though? It's like
they just had the right opponents like that, or what?
Because Alex just got knocked out, and then Max just fought at 155 and then went down to 45.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys ever think that? And then he beat Josh Emmett leading up to the title, who was kind of far in the rankings from the top.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, but
but I think it's like luck. Like when luck meets like skill, you know.
Yeah.
It's when you have like a good moment, you know, because it could be luck, but I think he also has a skill, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
To make that luck, you know. But yeah, is he being and like, are we hyping up too much? I don't know. I don't know, man.
We'll find out with this one.
I'm wondering too. Though. I really wasn't paying attention to him until like honestly, like a year or two ago, bro. I didn't like. I felt
X fight too.
Yeah, kind of has like that Andrew Tate persona of like, I just got to piss masculinity, which is great. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. He's like eating steaks and shit and like just trying to like just be super masculine, which isn't a problem, bro. You got a lot of weak ass female men, so it's like you got someone like that.
Yeah,
kind of gives me like an Andrew Tate, persona. Like,
I'm just, especially being from over there in Spain.
Like, I'm just a classic motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, all classy, all formal.
I mean, I'm with the dude. Let's see, bro. I think it's a tough fight. I think Oliveira's longer than him, right?
Oh yeah, he's like 5'11". This guy's like 5'7".
He's gonna have to work his way in to use his boxing, and Oliveira he's pretty good at fighting long.
Worked against Max.
Most submissions or finishes too.
Oh yeah.
Most bonuses, something like besides Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
Like that's some serious shit. That's some serious shit right there. Or former champion, undisputed
champion, dude.
Yeah, like he's got all the accolades.
Charles can push the fight forward like how he does. Like, and he marches with that Muay Thai stance and he throws those teeps and everything and goes for those little flying knees. Obviously him setting it up, if he's like that active, then he can do some damage for sure. And then once it gets to the ground,
it's when he's fearless. Yeah,
that's where I feel like the striking to the leading up to the ground is where Oliveira can like
take the fight itself.
Yeah, bang it out for like a little bit, not too long, because I feel like if like standing up with Ilya, you're just waiting to get cracked with something hard as
Yeah, and then the calf kicks too.
The calf kicks too. Go crazy. What about you, bro?
That's my shit. Yeah, I took the last guy's. He was saying like his leg was hurting and shit after the fight because Cisco, that's big on the calf kicks. He taught me how to kind of hide it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This Pajera kind of does the same thing. You don't have to. It's awesome technique because you don't have to like
load up on it or anything,
swing your hips or anything. Just dink, dink, dink. And then after 3, you're like, oh shit, sucks. Yeah.
It strikes your nerve, bro.
That perennial.
So it is like and it feels like a dead leg, and you can't put any weight on it.
Burns and stuff.
Yeah,
side of the knee too.
Yeah.
A lot of nasty ass techniques, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Does Charles calf kick too though? Because I thought that was like also his thing.
That's also one of his things too.
But he's got to fight like fearless because like you said, when he's hopping around and like kind of hop stepping and all that shit, like dude, on the watch.
When he's going for those front kicks, and you never know because he's 5'7" too. So it's even easier for him. And
The
those
knees,
knees,
for
the
sure.
knees. He's good in the
That's-
clinch too.
That's what I'm
Poirier,
saying,
the
dude. From
Poirier
the
fight.
striking exchanges to the grappling, like I think that's
Yeah.
where Oliveira could like just throw a couple combinations and try to shoot, or grab him,
Right.
Don't even let him like start like getting his combinations off, try to pull him down.
Even if it
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
that's where he can go into his game. If they get gets taken to the ground.
The thing
Yeah.
with him though is
Some
like the
damage.
toughness, like checking
Yeah.
out early.
Like especially if he gets caught with one, he better not fold and
Uh-huh.
go on his back
Dude,
and think.
dude,
yeah.
if fucking Oliveira takes him out in the first round, then what do we do with fucking Ilya now? Put him back down or what?
He
Ooh.
probably goes back down, but I don't know.
He said he can't make that weight, or it's just too rough on him, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's drinking wine or something
I
during
don't-
his weight cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Holocaust.
and then we got Islam. Isn't he fighting next?
JDM.
Makachev? Yeah, JDM.
Thank
That's-
God it's not Bilal. I mean, that would have been so boring.
Dude, do you think JDM even has a chance though? Or
I do for some reason. I
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people were gonna discount him, and it's gonna. Do I think he's gonna win? No, but I think he's gonna make a good account of himself. I think better than Volk. And then everyone thinks that like, oh, going up in weight, he's gonna be stronger. It's like you're fighting a bigger guy. You're gonna.
He's already
have to,
used to being at 170.
yeah.
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 It's like lifting heavier weights. For you try to go bench press 185, you're doing it easy, and then you go to 225, you're gonna hit a roadblock.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to work a little more. It's like I think that's, and then Islam already kind of fades towards the end, so I think that might play a factor. And then, but those Australians, dude, what the fuck? What are they drinking down there?
Dude.
They're built different.
Yeah.
They're just tough shit, dude. Like
You got like
Volkanovski.
spider monkeys over there.
It's just a different type of world out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even just taking a shit could kill you, It could be something just wait.
Open your toilet and there's a fucking boa in there.
You know
It's
what I
like,
mean?
yeah,
Hey, hard times create hard people, bro.
draw.
You know what I mean?
Can't even swim in a river there, from what I heard. A shark will eat you or
Oh,
something.
dude, alligators, and shit, shark
Fuck
attacks.
that.
Isn't Australia like the most shark attacks?
I think
Australia?
I think the most like wildlife related injuries period
This comes from
comes from that continent,
yeah.
and nobody's there.
Nobody's there, bro. You see how like cars and trucks are in Australia? They have like the big ass gas tanks on the back.
Yeah,
Because they can go for so many miles without a gas station, yeah.
It's a whole ass continent, dude, and it's about as big as us, basically. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kangaroos, and you wake up and there's a kangaroo on your porch and trying to squabble up.
Dude, I wonder what the fight scene is in Australia, bro.
The what? I'm sorry.
The fight scene in Australia, like the local fight scene, yeah.
Oh, dude, it's probably even more wild.
You think they party? And then
Yeah,
they're just doing
yeah.
shooties and shit.
They're having like fight night and Outback Steakhouse.
Bro,
and
that'd be
shit.
fun, bro. Check out a local fight thing in Australia one day, bro. That'd be a fun little adventure, bro.
Just like Thailand, bro.
Yeah.
Where they got their own.
Thailand. I hear a lot of people in Thailand though. They're like everything's like super chill there and like accessible, especially in like Phuket. So
Yeah, Phuket for sure.
yeah.
It's one place to go train at as
I
well.
just want pad thai, bro. That's
Yeah.
like
I've been seeing a lot of fucking like tourists like just like create a muck out there lately. You see that dude that was like in his boxers freaking
Yeah.
out over chicken stuff? I don't know if it's just because I saw that and now my algorithm keeps sending me stuff like that. But I've been
Probably.
there's like a lot of videos of that going on now.
your phone's listening to you, brother.
Yeah.
It's
Always
just sending
are.
all that your way.
It's like putting it in my head that it's just like normal,
Yeah. Oh, it's good though. I mean, but it's also why we're on our phone until 2 a.m. and shit.
Oh,
Watching-
for real, man.
Watching someone make crock pot recipes and
You ever watch those like videos of like that Chinese lady build something? She's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
She's all poor and shit.
yes.
I found out those were all fake, bro. They're like influencers.
Yeah. It's
That
like,
killed me, bro.
it kind of let me down a little bit.
I was like, she's too hot, bro. Why would the fuck is she like? How's she getting that camera angle?
Yeah, it's always the perfect one every single time.
Yeah,
It's like,
and,
yeah.
like some dude just following her.
Yeah, pretty much. See?
Yeah, I was bummed out about that. And then the one with the two guys that were building shit in the forest, I found out those guys were fake too.
Yeah, they made it look like so easy. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, you got nothing. You got sticks and stones to work with, and you're building a pyramid out of.
Dude, it gave me hope for humanity though. I was like, yeah, man can still do cool shit, bro. We can still
Yeah.
survive if shit went down,
Then you find out there wasn't
Fake.
a whole lot of that going
Nah,
on.
we know how to do movie shit, but we can't do that.
Yeah,
It's just forgotten.
Hollywood, dude. Fucking,
Bro, it's so wild. Bro, you think that there's like fighters coming out of Alaska?
I think Jared Cannonier, but that's about it.
He's from Alaska?
I think if he's not from there, I think he just lived there and actually lived there as a fighter at one point.
Yeah.
But Alaska, shit.
That's crazy.
Maybe some
don't know.
hockey players.
Dude.
Some good hockey players, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fishermen.
this
I don't know.
crowd. Yeah, the fishermen. They're
Did,
tough.
did you guys see how what was that fucking new fight thing that was coming around? It was like GFL or something, right?
The
Yeah,
Grandfather
GFL.
League?
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
how they canceled both events.
They were supposed to
Dude,
happen
yeah.
over here in LA.
They already
yeah.
they already canceled him, bro.
I think Tony Ferguson was supposed to.
He's supposed to fight.
He was a headliner, bro.
They had some
Yeah.
good people signed though, bro. I was actually kind of cool with it. It was just a bunch of
Yeah.
people in their 40s, but they're fighting someone else in their 40s. I'm cool with it, you know?
Grandfather
Hopefully they were
League.
letting him juice up too, though. Just
Yeah.
get the old version of that
Let's
one more
bring-
time.
Let's bring Ubering back, bro.
Dude, did you see he was in like an LMFAO music video?
He was.
Over him?
Yeah, the I work out.
I
That
saw
one.
it.
No way.
He was in a music video
He
for
was in
that.
that one.
I swear to God.
Oh my god, bro.
Just
Gotta put that
randomly, he's an
clip,
extra.
Let me see if I can find it, bro.
Got to.
It's the sex
Are you
scene.
sure,
I know
bro?
it. I swear to God.
I feel like I would have known this. LMAFO.
It was very like under the radar, but like I
I'm
think
just surprised I never even heard about this.
I think my
so.
dad.
I know, that's why I'm like, are you sure?
I think my dad pointed it out. He was like, "Hey, Serge, you know Ubering?" I'm like, "Yeah, what about him?" He's like, "Yeah, he's in the sexy and I know it music video."
Oh,
It's him, bro.
that's crazy.
Standing there like a main character.
Dude, Alistair Overeem. Shout out Alistair Overeem, bro.
Yeah, horse meat.
Yeah,
You're
horse meat, bro.
right.
Yeah, let's. I'm down with the GFL. Let's sign these old fighters. We'll let the old fight the old. I think there's a
Yeah.
market for that. I'm down for that. I'm down to watch. Tony Ferguson was supposed to fight. What was that guy's
Have
name?
Cowboy Cerrone too juiced up.
That jiu-jitsu guy.
Dylan
Dennis.
Dylan
yeah.
Dennis.
I was
Okay.
for that. You think that would have been a good fight?
I think
If you
I,
would have went the fast, hell yeah.
I think somehow Dylan would have subbed him.
You think
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, I think Dylan Dennis would have subbed him.
like first round?
Crazy.
Some Imanari roll type situation.
First round, dude. 10 seconds in.
I don't know what 10
Tony
seconds,
Ferguson's
but,
the type of guy to get caught by something like that. I don't know, bro. Yeah, and then Dylan Dennis is like an elite jiu-jitsu player.
He
so.
is. But I honestly thought Tony, I thought Tony had the edge on that one.
Yeah, that fool's a wild man. He trained with us for a while. He's definitely interesting dude for sure. Very genuine in the things that he says, but very interesting in his approach, you know. And then he's one of those guys who's like, to this day, he's like the hardest worker in the room. Like the stories about his work ethic are absolutely true.
Yeah.
Like he took Cisco to a pretty dark place one time. Like we were all sparring, and then they were doing like the pummeling drill, and the Cisco was like dog shit tired, and I never see Cisco weak, you know. And then you have Tony like, let's go Cisco, like a high school gym coach or something like that.
Mhm.
Like the stories about that shit are true. Like Tony's literally that guy, you know.
What you see is what you get.
But he's very genuine.
Yeah.
You know, he's very genuine in the things that he says. He's exactly who he is. Like from the things that you guys see, he's exactly who he is on and off social
Yeah.
media.
You think he's got like maybe CTE or something?
It's just Tony.
A
He
little
just
bit.
you know, he does shit on his terms. You know, like Abel kind of. They actually sparred, and it was like a dream come true. Tony Ferguson and Abel sparring. I was like, well, I mean, you have Tony Ferguson right here, and then you have our gym retard Abel going
You're on
at it.
Tony Ferguson.
Dude, I wanted to record it because I wanted to like me and my homeboy. We already know Abel's retarded and like respectfully in the way he fights, but he's good. You know, he makes it work. And then years ago in like 2019, my homeboy Joe was like, dude, Tony Ferguson and Abel that's the match to make right now. And I was like, yeah, you know, hope maybe I'll see it in our lifetime. And lo and behold, 6 years later, they're sparring 5 feet away from me.
Yeah.
It was
Right there, your home
just
gym.
pure retardation. And I loved it.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Oh,
But
dude.
like the fan in you know, that kid in me, because when we were like talking
Yeah.
about that scenario, I was only like 19 years old,
Yeah.
you know, and no, I turned 21. Sorry, so yeah, I turned 21 years old, and then I was like, if you have that much retardation, you know, going on, that there's tons of entertainment value in it. And I got to see
He's
it.
like, something's happening here. I don't know what, but I have an idea.
And for the record, I'm not against retardation or anything. I just, you know, I'm 25. I don't say anything politically correct. Drew knows our group chats are proof of that. You know,
Yeah.
but they can also
We're
get
going to
us.
probably have to bleep some of those out.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna have to we'll be incarcerated if those group chats ever come out. But yeah, Tony Ferguson and Abel, that's a fight to make right there. Still.
GFL, let's go, dude.
Grandfather League, where you at?
Same weight class too,
Yeah, I think they had Uriah Faber coming back too.
bro.
Against
What?
Henan Barral. Like, yeah.
Uriah Faber.
Drive favor, man.
California kid. The butt cheeks chin guy, yeah.
He's funny, bro. Him
He-
too. When I saw that on Ultimate Fighter, That was a funny ass season with him and Connor.
Yeah.
You look like a 50-year-old retired skateboarder.
Yeah.
Bro, tell me why he does.
That fool looks like he's one of Tony Hawk's homies or something,
Dude,
bro.
for
The
sure.
Cali boy, bro.
Yeah, it's so. Oh my god, we're just cooking his ass right now. And it's like,
So-
he helped push the
Sorry,
fight game.
Your guy is cool though, bro. He's like he's
It's
trying to
funny,
set
bro.
up like the MMA clubs or like around the nation, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to make him like somehow like state sponsored or something, you know.
He's been really big in the
Yeah.
fight game.
We need that though, honestly, bro. That's why we keep getting whooped by the Dagestanians, bro.
Dude, we can't lose to those
Unlike
guys,
the
bro.
Australians, bro. You know how Craig Jones is like?
Yeah.
We're 2-0 with the Dagestanians.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
dude, say what you want about Craig Jones. That fool can market the shit out of anything, bro.
He's a very polarizing dude. Like
Yeah.
he knows what's gonna get eyeballs on stuff, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the best thing to happen to like the two, I feel like. Because I pay
Yeah.
attention more to him than like any of these other jiu-jitsu guys.
Besides Volk, that's probably the best thing to come out of Australia lately. So I mean, gotta give it. And then he's a weird
Yeah.
motherfucker. So,
Dude, Craig Jones, when you got with that,
Yeah.
what's that Brazilian chick, that big ass chick, bro?
oh, the Hulk or Gabby Garcia.
Garcia, yeah. Bro, when he was like trying to make OnlyFans with her, remember?
He kissed her at weigh-ins or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Kiss Joe Wayne's, bro.
Have you ever
man.
seen her in person, dude?
He looks big, bro.
She's-
manly.
Like fucking
Scary.
ginormous. Yeah,
Scary.
Huge. Bigger than all of us, man. Jacked.
bro. Like I want whatever she's taking, bro.
I
Horse
would
meat.
I would be generally like if I saw her in a dark alley, you know?
Yeah. Oh, bro, you see, she's like, hey, who are you? And then
The deep ass voice too. Yeah.
who are you?
You put her big ass hand on your shoulder, you're like, oh my god.
Fracture your shoulder or some shit.
She does jujitsu, bro. How's that even fair, bro? I mean,
Yeah. You already know nobody's beating someone elite
what's
at
the
that.
biggest weight class in the female section, bro? It's not
Ultra
that-
heavyweight or something?
I'm sure they got it, but they ain't probably as good as her.
She probably missed weight at ultra
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She need like the towel and all that and fucking still miss weight.
Cutting her hair.
Like-
Tracy Cortez.
Yeah, and she went like overdraft on body fat too. So she's like all muscle. It's like, bro, how do you like regulate your cardio with like no body fat?
Dude, if her and
Yeah.
Overeem had like some kids, dude,
Dude,
A lot of secret juice.
that'd be scary, bro.
Yeah.
that's like,
That's so much juice it would enter the bloodstream, bro. The kids would-
that's the next step in human evolution,
Dude, all that juice would break the blood-brain barrier, bro.
bro.
Yeah,
And they'd come out like glowing and shit like that.
I mean, they just come out with fucking six-pack and
Buff as
shit.
hell.
Some like,
yeah.
some like Chernobyl creation.
Dude, did you ever
Yeah.
see those Russian kids that fucking, their parents had them on steroids and they're fucking working out and shit? They're like 6 and 9, I think. These little blonde kids.
Oh my
All the-
god,
All the
There's some
Dagestanis, bro.
6-packs, bro. Dude, fucking arm stands, all that shit.
dude, how accessible are roids in Russia? If that's the
don't
case, yeah, it's like,
I don't think it's that bad over there. I don't think they
yeah.
think of it like how we think of it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why it was so stigmatized here because it's like it's not such a like if you're not doing combat sports, obviously, where it's intended to like make you cheat and give you a performance advantage, you wouldn't think that it's such a bad thing because anybody can take it or take TRT or peptides or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to somebody who's not fighting, it's been stigmatized in the United States where it's like if you take it at all, it's like it's frowned upon. But like if you're done fighting, go ahead, take your juice. You know what I mean? If you're just not a fighter at all, take your juice. But,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We let the people fucking nod off on fentanyl on the sidewalk and
Yeah.
we're gonna trip on people taking juice. Like, my thing is like, I get it. There's people who are upset about it because of the health concerns, you know, it
Yeah.
enlarges your other organs too and stuff like that. But I'm just like, who cares, bro? People drink.
Yeah.
Don't get juiced up. Fucking get juiced up, dog. Give me the juice, baby. Let's go.
You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want, not be judged, right? And
As
it's
long,
like,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
as long as you're not harming anyone.
or
for sure.
breaking laws and shit.
Which is
It's
why
like,
combat sports we shouldn't allow it though, because you are
Yeah.
hurting someone, you know. Or hear me out, we just let them both juice.
Yeah.
Just be like, you can do it or you cannot do it.
Yeah.
Up to you, you know.
It'd be so. I
Yeah.
wonder how many amateurs are juicing though, dude. Because there's not really any testing involved, you know,
Yeah.
at the amateur level.
Probably a
So
lot.
hypothetically, you can fight somebody on rocket fuel, and just, you know, you'll never even know. But you know, there's risk involved in everything, I guess. So it's like you might as well go for it while you have, you know, while you're willing and able to.
Nah, for sure. I'm just like, it's entertainment, bro. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, and juice stuff was fucking entertaining, dude. So
I
you know,
mean, yeah, you're gonna feel great too, most likely. I mean, I've never.
it'll help for your recovery. So
Yeah, if you're fighting at your best, it's not such a bad thing. I mean, there should be a league though where it's like I think Joe Rogan talked about it, where
splitting
it's like do whatever the fuck you want league, I guess. It's like, if you want to juice, great.
GFL.
Yeah.
GFL, you know?
Dude.
I mean, there you go. Yeah.
I wonder if they were like encouraging it, like being enhanced. I wonder.
Yeah.
Because like conventional wisdom would
gotta
tell
do
you got some old motherfuckers fighting each other. Let's just get them at their best, prescribe them TRT and
It's not a bad
Like you
idea.
said, for the recovery too, they're old.
Yeah.
They're gonna need it more than we do.
yeah, and then like it's one more opportunity,
Yeah.
Potentially more if they do more events to get paid, and then these guys, you don't know how they're doing financially because at the end of their career,
Yeah.
like maybe they're hurting or something
yeah,
like that.
bro.
I'm okay with it, bro.
Yeah.
You're speaking my language, Sergio.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, bro. All this cannabis we've consumed today, it's
We
like,
got so high, dude. Drew, we had a long day, bro. You did 2 practices today?
Yeah.
full time fighter.
I took the 10 o'clock class today, dude. I don't ever do that.
Yeah, I know that was surprising. I was like, what a perfect day. We had Serge
Yeah.
here.
I made a statement, bro.
Next week though.
Frankie
can't.
moved the morning class or the Saturday class to 10, and I was like, I'm not down for that. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I literally immediately stopped going
He
to
probably
Saturday
wants to
class.
see how bad people want it too.
Yes.
It's like,
I think it's for him
Yeah.
so he could spend more time with his kids,
yeah, he's
That
family
too.
man.
I get it. I was hoping when he mentioned the moving of the time, I was hoping we were going towards 12.
Yeah,
so I
it's
could get a little more sleep. Yeah.
11.
dude.
It used to be at
Maybe
11,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be there, but my barber fucked up my hair the other day, so I was like, I'm gonna go fix this. And of course, the only time available was like 11 a.m. And I was like, I told
it's
him,
all
I was
good,
like,
bro.
I was like, bro, I got chopped pretty incorrectly, so let me go get this fixed.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
So I get you. Yeah, come by sometime. It's fun, man. I mean, we're moving soon, so come check out the old gym.
Oh, a new gym or
Yeah,
new
we're getting-
space.
Yeah, we're going to downtown Santa Ana.
Oh shit, okay.
Shout out Frankie in our new gym soon.
Right in the middle of everything too, so it'll help bring more people in. You never know.
Yeah, it's like 4th Street, I think. I think we're gonna be on 4th Street now.
So we've been crowded, bro. Even like today for a Saturday, it was pretty crowded.
Yeah, I think
I was pretty surprised to see all you guys there too.
I think our big classes will hit like 40-ish or more.
Holy shit! Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's annoying. No offense. Anyone listening?
And then, like, what percentage of those people were like rough estimate is are fighters?
Not that high. Like the regular same. I'd say like out of
Me,
40?
Julio,
you're getting like 5 maybe. Like
Yeah.
well, okay, so
that are like active.
yeah, they're active. Yeah, active.
That's good
Yeah,
though, because
deer.
they look up to you too. So it encourages people to like get out there and compete. So like for the real hitters out there like doing it and like fighting actively, it's like it's good for the next generation to see that you're leading by example.
Exactly.
And pushing the coaches like curriculum.
Yeah.
So and the team obviously, it's like it's good to have like people like I'm probably like I'm becoming slowly the unk of my gym.
It'd be
Where it's like
that.
like O'Brien too, whether we like it or not, we're becoming unk status.
Yeah.
And
That is for us
Uncle
now,
Mo,
bro.
dude.
That's how it is. Nah, yeah.
That's what they call me. They call me
Uncle
Uncle
Joe.
Mo, dude.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's very like gratifying to know that people lean on us for like, cold hard advice in a very dangerous, game that we're playing. And so it's like, it's also like kind of, it helps us feel good about ourselves too. But like, you got to give people the right knowledge because I'm very hard on like the next generation.
Same.
Like I was making them run with kettlebells earlier on the track.
Mhm.
And like, it sucks, but it's like, you got to do it. That's what it takes to win,
Yeah.
and then you got people like us fighting actively, leading by example. So it's good for the guys coming up to see, like embracing hard.
It's crazy to
Love
see
it.
the growth, bro. I remember when I first started training at Spider, bro. It's been like 8 or 9 years now. A big class to me was like 12 people.
Huh.
I remember I have a picture where there's like 12 of us, and I was like, big class.
You would never see just 12 people on the.
Now we have
Yeah.
40, bro. It's fucking. And you don't
Yeah,
notice it
Slow
because
things like 30.
because it took many years for the staff, and so it was like slowly, bro. So it's like, it's like you don't really like notice it until like you're actually in class and you don't have fucking
Yeah.
room to go anywhere.
Or you bump into somebody behind you or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But it's cool, man. It's Frankie's done a cool thing. I like my teammates.
We
This
all
is
like,
the original space though.
Nah, well, yeah. Well, Frankie had a little. He had he was running some space out of like in like auto shop for a little bit.
Oh,
It
okay.
was across the street.
I wasn't signed.
That was like right before I signed up, and then I came when he first opened up here.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
funny story, dude. Many years ago, dude. Like I'm talking. I think I was like 17 or 16. I actually went to Spider Muay Thai to look for Frankie to train at a spot, and it was when he was at the mechanic shop, but I couldn't find it, bro, because it's like across the street from Spider Muay Thai, there's like a liquor store and like a laundromat, and then behind it, it's like all those shops. It was in like that area. I couldn't find it, bro, and so I just left, and then I just ended up going to my friend's gym, But I remember that shit. And then when I went to this gym, and I like years later, and I was in that auto shop? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, yeah, dog. I tried to find your gym once.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came back like 5 years later, dude.
Yeah, because this is what been like over 10 years since you've been at that spot at Spider
Yeah.
where we're at.
Yeah, I was meant to be
Oh.
though, dude.
Yeah,
Then he used to fight pro too, right? So he's like, yeah, he led by example. That's good.
yeah, bro. So
Cool dude, bro.
the experiences there and everything. It's always great having him on my corner. Day
Yeah.
one, always
Shout out.
felt more than protected ever.
Yeah, shout out to coach.
We got,
Yeah,
we got a
bro.
pet spider now, dude.
Oh yeah,
What?
like an actual pet spider,
Tarantula,
a
dude?
tarantula.
No way, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Tarantula? Yeah.
Like the team mascot.
His name's Danny.
That's
Hey, for the homie
hilarious, bro.
Oscar too.
Yeah.
Y'all got a team mascot now.
Yeah.
There you go. Just imagine bringing that to an event and then you're like getting wristbanded and then someone just faints seeing a tarantula.
He's cool, bro. He's like this big, dude.
That's scary, bro.
I know, right? I
Fucking
don't
yeah.
fuck with him, bro. I don't
got
hold
big
him.
quick because he was just a little tiny baby, bro. And
Yeah,
then
he
it's-
Were you guys like scared shitless of like insects growing up as well? Like
No, it depends. Spiders, yeah.
Some, yeah.
I feel like spiders, yeah, but not like other
Dude,
stuff.
I
Like
was scared.
caterpillars.
shitless of bees, which is ironic. So
Bees fuck you up, though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah, and
you want to
then,
get stung.
like wasps and shit. Like,
Wasps
that's
are
my
the
fear.
worst,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Wasps, yeah, piss me
Yeah.
off because they live, bro.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh,
bees die.
yeah.
At least I have like some. I feel a little bit better knowing he's gonna die.
Some revenge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I got the last laugh, bitch.
It-
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the main reason
I
why.
see
'cause-
why, yeah.
That shit hurt, but you're f***ing dead, homie.
I sat on a bee once. That
stupid
shit
ass.
hurt.
Oh, stung your stung
Dude.
your
Still
ass.
your butt cheeks, bro.
Dude, no homo. Yeah. Or no diddy. Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
oh.
cousin. Yeah.
Dude, wasps have some crazy stingers, bro.
Yeah, and those motherfuckers get angry too. Like they
Yeah.
probably where TRT comes from, bro. Like they get angry,
They're
they just keep
huge,
stabbing
bro.
your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're annoying.
Remember when those fucking like what were they, like African hornets or something, or
African hornets.
The murder hornets?
Yeah, the ones that
Yeah.
came over like on a boat or something.
Oh, like the size of a golf ball.
They're huge, bro.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like flying around Seattle now, I guess. I actually Googled this recently. I was like,
They're
what?
still alive. I thought they died because of the environment or something.
No, they,
Oh, they're
they
up
hide
there
and
now?
they like burrow inside of a tree or like underground.
Uh,
Because I Googled this recently. I got high one night on edibles and I was like, you know, when you're on edibles, you just search random. You're like,
yeah, anything that comes to mind.
how much is an acre? Or like, it's
Yeah.
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 yeah, knowing I can't afford an acre of land, but it's like,
You're all, how much is it in Canada?
yeah, good question.
You
Bro.
were.
Thailand, bro.
But I searched it up, and I guess they can like survive underground, but they're flying around like Oregon and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going there, bro.
I wonder.
So
You
they're
think
out
like
there.
you think the regular like raid will kill it?
A regular what?
Like raid, you know? Sure, do you need like special bug killing shit?
Yeah, dude.
It,
Flamethrower.
it probably would. I'm sure raid would
Yeah.
kill it.
Flamethrower dog.
Just offing yourself. I don't know.
Dude.
It's the only way you're gonna end that night. I'd be like, pop. Like I'm good. But I used
Fuck
to
all
be
that.
scared list of anything that flew except birds.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
those Japanese beetles scare the shit out of me.
Those, oh, yeah. They're
those,
true.
yeah.
They're
It's because they buzz. They just
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
intimidating. I don't know, but
They're harmless though.
yeah.
You know what's a weird looking bug? Is potato bug.
Is that the same as a June bug?
I don't know the little yellow and brown things.
June bugs are coming, bro.
It might be the same thing
Yeah.
as that.
I always see those foods on your porch or some shit randomly. A June
Summer's
bug.
coming. They're gonna come out soon.
Two belt summer.
Yeah, 2 Bell Summer. Let's go.
Oh, it's called a Jerusalem cricket, but I used to
Oh,
call
it's
it
a
potato.
Jew.
Yes.
Bro, Kanye West, man.
Oh.
Back to you, bro. I still can't believe you did that, dog.
Bro.
I can.
World War III got me through training
World War
camp,
III,
dude.
yeah.
There was mornings I didn't want to wake up, and that was my alarm clock, brother.
Gets me through every day.
Do,
bro.
do you think he's like trying to incite like a race war or something?
Ah,
I think he's trying to kill certain stereotypes, maybe. Or,
Yeah.
That blacks love Jews or something, or what?
it's pushing several different things. I mean, the whole cousins thing. It's like,
That's wild.
which is kind of weird because we all remember South Park, the whole fish sticks episode, and it's like I guess there's some truth behind that, you know.
There's definitely, yeah.
expose
That was the
himself.
first thing I thought of with cousins. I was like, fish sticks. I was like, it makes sense now.
The South Park episode, yeah.
So I love fish sticks.
Yeah.
So- and then the whole
It's the
Black
goat, though.
Klansman costume, and then
Yeah, on academics, that was funny.
I mean, like, there's the anti-Semitism too, and then like the what else? Honestly, it's just so many different things. The gayness.
Well, it's a lot of satire humor.
The
My
lot,
opinion.
bro. Dude, we showed
A lot
my
of satire.
dude, we showed my roommates.
If you know, you know.
Dude, we showed my roommates, nieces, and nephews. Chappelle show last night. Oh no, this is
it's like a lot
niece.
of that. Like that's
Dude,
like
he's 15. You never heard of it, bro.
Dave
Oh,
Chappelle.
bro.
You know what I mean? He's like the Dave Chappelle rap, basically.
Bro, we showed him that playing Bixby episode. You know, in the white.
I remember I saw
Dude,
it on Instagram
you
too.
Dude, he was watching it and then he was trying not to laugh because he thought he was gonna get in trouble, bro. We were like, bro, it's all right, dog. Your mom's not gonna fight. You know, we're not gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing. Dude, that fool, his eyes got all wide, bro. We saw like 6 episodes and we are like, all right, go back to games now.
But it kind of feels like he's trying to see how far he can get away with too, because I don't know what the motive is behind all of this.
Do we have a yeast situation?
I think the main thing is he's just really trying to get his kids back. Imagine that you got 4 kids and you got all the money in the world and you still can't make that happen. Wouldn't you go crazy if you couldn't see your own kids? I mean, I would go crazy if I couldn't see my kids.
I mean, he did say it in all of the lights. Restraining order. See my daughter.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, right? Like you can have all the best lawyers, have all the money in the world, you still can't even get control of that.
Well, I think it's because of what he's showing the judge, dude. I think his outburst like that is just ammunition for Kim to be like, look at this fool.
There's a lot of substance material.
Dude, as an ex fucking wife, and you're like
you said,
look at this fool wants to see the kids. He's making songs about Hitler.
No, but I get it though. But like if he raps about like a gangster, like all being a rapper, killing and you know going to the strip club and
rap about being a good dad, bro.
He does. He has Jesus albums, you know.
You some fucking Dora music. Bro.
It's funny you say that. I was listening to Follow God on the way over here.
Bro. Come on, man.
While drinking a Celsius.
Black man just trying to see his kids. He still can't even reward that.
I guess that's what it is, bro. I agree.
Yeah.
If you say anything about the Jays, he crucified. That's the main reason why.
He's putting up some good resistance.
He's definitely putting up some good resistance.
He's pushed.
I can respect that, bro. Like that because you don't see that from your favorite rapper.
Dude, the Drew magic isn't working, bro.
It's not. I'm sure they've tried. They've been denied, bro.
You know what I mean, bro? I'm interested to see where this goes because you know, like that community, that community runs Hollywood. So
hopefully it doesn't end.
Not forever.
Bro, I'm here for it.
I'm gonna see an assassination attempt, bro. That's what I feel like that's gonna happen, bro.
Oh, he'll live, bro. He's gonna live and rap about it like Tupac style, bro.
Like he got shot twice or something.
Oh yeah,
some Trump stuff, you know.
That'll just prove everything.
Except it's like a Netanyahu diss or something instead. It's like dissing it. Like dissing.
A distraction feature. The Prime Minister of Israel.
He's gonna send what's his CIA called again? Jewish CIA? I don't.
The something with an M, right?
Freemasonry? What?
No, they got like this military like Secret Service.
McDonald's? I don't know.
I remember because me and Trey talked the Mossad.
The Mossad. Massage, whatever they're called, bro.
Mossad.
Oh, the Mossad. Kanye, bro.
Oh, Kanye, you better up your security, bro. They're coming for you.
Wild, bro. Him and Bryce Mitchell need to do a fucking podcast together.
If that doesn't get canceled, then we're really back. You know, like I guess free speech is back.
Yeah, Trump is doing his job or what?
Dude, he'll make Trump reinstitute like speech bans and shit. Like that. A podcast between those two that's like that's allowed to reach the free internet.
But you know what's crazy? World War III was the most streamed in Germany and Israel.
That's
Israel
insane.
was number 2.
Yeah, he's out here.
That's crazy. Even the Jews love it.
He's out here changing like culture altogether.
Cultural unity.
I was telling my brother
everything
this.
from the 90s that we worked so hard for.
Exactly.
He's creating a one world order.
But it's like putting a negative. How are you putting, you know, a negative together and it's creating a positive?
Yeah.
Or any racism all in one.
Well, I think it's common knowledge that like when the group has someone to hate, then the group can work together better.
Yeah.
I mean, think of your job, bro. My job, we have this lady that everybody hates, and my bosses asked me about her, and I was like, I just think everyone needs someone to hate, and it's kind of sucks that we're disagreeing with it, but at least all the anger is directed at one person instead of at everyone, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. You know who's in charge. We figured it out.
Yeah. He's striking like a very obvious chord, though, and it's like for some reason there's nothing anybody can do about it. And
it's so wild, bro.
Because he's great at what he does. So.
Yeah.
Can't deny that. You can't deny greatness, man. So
yeah, he's not a billionaire by accident. That's for sure.
Selling his merch for $20, like who else does
maybe
that?
we're just maybe we're just witnessing Kanye for who he really is. Or maybe he just has always been a retard, like a retard, and we just somehow thought it was artistic.
Genius retard, though.
No, but it is artistic because I'm not gonna lie, that song bumps, bro.
dude.
I was like, if you get rid of those lyrics, bro, and you just listen to the beat, the melody, and like the cadence of the song, bro. If you just hum the song to the beat, bro.
Every
It's
day.
not, and he's like one of the best producers too, man.
That too.
Fucking Pusha T, Nas, like he's helped all the giants out, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, too.
Now he's using his powers for racism.
My God, dude, he's broken new ground for sure.
That's the black skinhead right there, bro.
If you said this, if you were to do this shit like 4 years ago or like in 2022, he would have been long gone,
And
bro.
when Biden was president, bro,
Dude.
they tried though. They tried to cancel him. They took away his bank.
Oh
Nike.
yeah,
They couldn't, bro.
I think Shopify even banned him as well or something. He was selling the
Amazon.
the American History X limited shit, and I was like, bro, it was bro.
It's a great movie right there.
Bro. I think 22,000 of those actually
Autographed shit.
22,000 of them actually reached their destination, and then the way he sold them was the Super Bowl ad where he's at the dentist just getting his grill put in. And then people didn't even know, so they clicked on a link and then they started ordering t-shirts.
Just imagine, bro.
22,000 of them reached their destination,
Bro,
I guess.
I'm gonna have to beep so much out of this episode, bro.
This is easily the
Big
best
ol' R,
episode.
bro.
Oh my God,
Can't deny
Kanye.
greatness.
The whole
Can't
episode
deny the
is-
truth.
It's gonna be like a hearing test. Just beep, 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 beep.
I just take it out. I don't put a beep. I just cut it out, dude. So it's gonna.
We'll just let people do the guessing.
Yeah, just put whatever you want it to be, bro. You know,
Their guess is as good as, like, to the people watching, your guess is as good as anybody else's.
it can be directed at any race.
Just think what you want of it, you know? Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Kanye can get away with it, so can we.
Oh
So-
man, don't say that, bro.
Oh yeah, of
You're
course.
Try that
That's,
at work, bro.
You're all right.
Bro, I was sending them that song to people at work, bro, and someone was singing it at work, and right there, like kind of like singing it, humming it, and I was like, "Don't say that out loud.
Don't
say that out loud.
Going
You
to
already know he's trying to
training,
get you right." You know what I mean?
dude, the Kanye related reels that you get though, that's
Yeah.
what keeps me going. Like hilarious, like just pure
Nope.
comedy out of that.
Dude, then we got a Diddy trial going on right now.
Oh what? I'm sorry.
The Diddy trial.
Oh dude.
Oh, did he?
Apparently, what's the guy who committed crypto fraud? Sam Bankman-Friedman.
And, yeah,
Apparently, they're like cellies, kind of like they're in the same.
they're homies.
Hey, who? Hope.
Oh, buddies.
I'm sure he had some.
Yeah,
What was that block exchange called? I'm sure Diddy had some of that, dude.
yeah. Dude.
Crypto. I can't remember the name of it.
Hey, bro, it's all one big conspiracy. You never know. Maybe they're interconnected, but like,
That dude was wild, bro.
All
Sam
part of the club.
Bankman-Fried.
dude,
That whole story is wild, bro.
it's funny his like crazy wizard hair that he has going on too. Like, he doesn't look like somebody who's that intelligent. You know, he looks like somebody who's just getting high on Adderall and scamming people for billions of dollars, right?
Dude, he's got like, and he reminds me of like a used salesman, car salesman. You know,
Kind of like the same,
like a
temperament.
Jewish used car
Yes,
salesman, bro.
And Jews. Yeah.
I think he's Jewish, bro.
Buy
Oh,
this,
man, we know what they are.
buy this 200,000 mile Buick. You know,
Bro, he
runs-
did that shit, and his parents knew he was doing that. And his parents are both like lawyers or something, bro. It's so
course.
wild, bro.
I'm
For
sure-
the state, you know.
I'm sure they told him the legalities of what happens if he gets,
Fine.
prosecuted, but it's federal now, so he's fucked unless he. I mean, how can you clearly did this? You know, how can you like oust somebody else? You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like you clearly did this. I guess just how much money you can put up,
bro. They're having like orgies and shit, like that group of friends,
dude. My God,
They're just moving crypto monies and each other.
there's some
Living
debauchery
the good
going
life.
on, dude. Like,
Not surprised.
Dude, his baby girl was a trip, bro.
which one was that?
And his first girlfriend, the one that like
Oh, okay.
I don't remember her name, bro. She was super weird nerd. She was talking about how she doesn't even know anything about financing.
Yeah.
About finance, and she's like, oh, is there an interview? And she's like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that when I'm in charge of all this money. Oh, God, bro.
That's incriminating information, sweetie. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Proud
But
of
you got
yourself.
him and Diddy as cellies, but I think the whole Diddy thing, I
Yeah.
feel like it's interconnected to a much more like sinister, you
Yeah.
know, like human trafficking
Absolutely.
within Hollywood.
Epstein or
Up
Do you-
to that level.
Do you think those two are connected?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had-
they could be.
Up to
I
that
think so.
level,
I
yeah.
think it's more likely they're connected than him and Sam Bankman-Fried, you know?
I feel like there's like some society of just like some black market where there's just shady shit going on.
Well, bro, it's like, okay, look, I grow weed, bro, right? That's what I do, and so it's
Yeah.
like that's like a market, right? And you pretty much see the same growers, the same companies, the same
Yeah.
big dogs, right? from here all the way to LA, you know. And I feel like that's just when you get like sex trafficking, that's like so niche, bro. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
there's only a few guys like that are doing it like that, you know, like on a big scale, I'm assuming. So I'm sure they've ran into each other and know what's up, you know?
Yeah.
It's a
And then
very
like
small community.
It's kind of like that society in John Wick, you know what I mean? That's kind of like
For sure.
under the table. It's like, but it's so compartmentalized that people have not spoken about it. You know what I mean? There's like some weird code of silence that they have to follow that somehow is like, it's not revealed a lot to this point. And I feel like everything behind a Diddy trial is going to reveal like a really dark side of Hollywood that we all kind of knew existed, but it'll just kind of, I think it's going to be that much more worse than we actually imagine. I think it's going to be even, because you know what they say, it's like it's always much worse than you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
When it comes to it like that, I feel like that's what's gonna, like, you're gonna hear stories like about certain people, and you're gonna be like, I can't watch. For example, I can't watch Iron Man anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not against Robert Downey. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do no crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know that. We don't know that.
He got the drugs out of him.
We don't know that though.
Yeah. I don't know why I used him. He's one of my favorites, bro.
Yeah.
Sucks when
look at it
it
the
sucks
same,
when
right?
you have to look at your idols.
Yeah.
Real light, you know.
I feel like there's going to be some crazy stories that come out of it, though, like just debaucheries that have taken place and the names involved.
So, especially now that we have the internet, it's so much harder to keep that kind of stuff under wraps now, you know?
Yeah.
Everything gets
like,
leaked
as
out,
soon as
bro.
one person says
Information gets
something-
leaked.
Yeah.
But the problem now is there's so much information coming out, which is the truth.
Yeah, that's absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Or like certain truths that people don't want to believe. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people are just in denial as well. Like they know, but it's like, it doesn't matter what it is. People are in denial, and then there's, you know, giving them the benefit of the doubt. But in reality, there's a lot of dark shit going on.
1000%, bro.
Oh yeah.
Which are like the richest people in the world.
Oh yeah. I mean, they can get away with
power.
it.
Yeah, that's
I
why
mean,
they can do it, bro.
Yeah.
That's why
The
it's
elite
like they
status.
play by different rules, you know?
Yeah.
You can't get into sex trafficking, bro. You don't have enough money, dog.
Yeah.
You know how much you gotta pay off and invest in, you know?
It's just all the resources, especially money. You know, that's the most valuable one in terms of.
What was that movie that came out? It was like a conservative movie about like the sex. It was that guy trying to save like someone's daughter or something.
I think
Sound
I know.
of Freedom.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sound of Freedom, baby.
A lot of
That was
made a lot of
movie,
people
actually.
cry.
Real good
What
movie.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it. It was tough. It was tough, dude. Dude, have you seen that fucking video of that? It's like one of those To Catch a Predator type shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
And this guy catches this, like, he's like an Asian guy, but he's like autistic or something. And he's like freaking out, and he drives his car over the sidewalk.
Oh, he was trying to buy stuff to help him poop or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He's like, I
Oh
need the
my
medicine to help
God.
me poop.
Have you
And
seen
then-
that video? Oh man.
I think he intended to
Yeah.
go, you know, like go in reverse and turn, but it seemed like you said
Hit a
he
rock
was-
or something. He had something in the sidewalk. It was like a rock
Dude,
or
yeah.
a stump or something. Caught air.
He just like floored it in reverse, and then like somehow like went on, like you said, went on top of a rock, and then his like transmission and axle probably gave out.
Shout out Toyota though, bro. Didn't flip or anything.
It got pretty far too
Dude,
after that.
right?
Yeah.
Solid.
Shout out Toyota. It was like a RAV4 or something, bro.
Oh, dude, those things are built to. I mean, I got a Hyundai, so I mean, I can speak to this. Those things are durable as all. Oh, no, knock on wood, nothing happens
I know,
right
I know,
after
no
this.
jinx
Yeah.
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but dude, those Predator videos are.
They're gnarly.
I
they're
feel like.
funny,
Do you
bro.
feel like some are fake though, or something?
You think so? Do you think they can be staged? I mean,
I always feel like it's fake when I see shit.
sure,
online.
especially on YouTube.
They can't all be winners, right?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, I think for the most part, some of them can be.
You know, because it's easier to stage it than to actually do it. I feel like, you know, it's just like the Predator, some paid actor or something. You know.
I think some of them are so like socially like isolated, but like still freaky in the head like that, to where they're actually like that weird and it seems staged. But like that's just mental illness as well, you know. Like it's mentally ill to want to, you know, try to meet up with somebody who's, you know, mentally way less mature than you, physically way behind like that. Not to mention there's laws that like prevent this, you know, type of stuff. It's just mentally ill altogether. And so it's like when you're dealing with somebody like that and you put them on camera, they just have an epic crash out, and which creates good content of them just getting beaten
That
to
one we were
shit.
talking about earlier was crazy. Everyone should go watch
Yeah.
that. I'll put it up maybe in.
There's one where they
Yeah.
alley ooped somebody too into like a slap. as
Yeah.
well. I think he like threw him and alley ooped him into a, you know, a good little backhand. But it's good because it shows like people who have thoughts of doing shady like that. You know, it shows them the consequences. You might run.
Oh
into
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
There has to be some type of accountability, bro.
because they're scamming people too. They're trying to teach a minor that like it's okay to, you know, get with somebody like me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, if they didn't get caught by that fool, they would have been talking to a minor, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I
dude,
mean?
and
So
it's one less person to worry about in doing that, and if you're teaching them the hard way. But sometimes they get repeat offenders too.
yeah, that's when they should go to jail, though.
It's like, here's Dill again, trying to meet a 13-year-old.
It's kind of up though when you get the people that have like mental disabilities, bro. I feel like they shouldn't show those, bro.
yeah, because you're exposing someone's.
But like that
yeah.
Asian dude, I low key feel like something was up with them, bro.
Yeah,
There
was some guy on a bike too as well, where that was a little sus. I think you've seen that one, right? He was on a bike and they were like just bitch slapping him, and he starts crying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He very clearly has some issues mentally, maybe something that he's on medication for.
Yeah.
But it's still, you should have been taught, like, hey, you probably shouldn't be talking to him.
Yeah, I would have done the whole thing. I just wouldn't have like aired it,
Yeah, and then I hear that like Democrats are starting to call like pedos like that minor attracted individuals.
I saw that, dude. They're trying to get a part of the LGBTQ.
What is
negative
up with those demons, dude?
Weird, bro. I don't know.
Like,
You know who they're created by.
like
I mean, Cain Velasquez just had to go to jail because
Yeah, we know who they're created by.
dude, they
Fucking
should
shot
make a
the
banner
dude.
for that guy, dude.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he only got
Like
like
a
2
shirt.
years. Thanks,
Send them all the
Yeah.
money.
Fuck, bro. He already did like a year already, so that's 3 years, right? Did you do a year?
It's retroactive, so it's
Yeah.
basically like the remaining time,
Yeah.
like time he served counts as time served
Yeah.
towards this.
So I think it was totally it's 5 years.
Yeah.
That's what he has to serve, but I think he has like 2 years left. So I guess he served 3.
Yeah.
Is that right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
sounds right.
running with the Norteños, so he'll be all right. You get that motherfucker shows up outside of your cell,
You're not doing shit.
yeah,
But then what if everyone's just trying to shank him?
Yeah, that's a real hero right there, though. Like that. Like if there's any good excuse to go after somebody with a 45 on the state highway, that's a pretty good reason to try to smoke someone on the freeway.
1,000%. I just feel like he didn't need to do it. He could have beat him up with his hands.
Yeah,
I just think he was so mad though. He probably legitimately wanted to kill him.
yeah.
You know?
He probably
Yeah, bro.
bought the gun just for that too.
I know, right?
Yeah, he was like,
he
what?
waited 3 days.
Yeah,
Still mad. Oh,
Probably-
dude.
probably never even shot a gun. He probably practiced loading it and then shooting it once. And he's like, all right, I'm ready.
But I feel like he could have killed him with his bare hands if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, I feel like that would have been. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's the way I would want to do. I want. Like,
That's how
it'd
you
be
want
like,
to kill a man.
it'd be like
Bro.
some Django and
Yeah.
change shit.
So for
Yeah.
for the people listening, if you don't know what we're talking about, Cain Velasquez he's a UFC fighter. This
One of the
dude's
goats, bro.
son was basically diddlied by, I can't say the word because I don't want to beep it out later, but
Yeah,
he was diddlied by his daycare teacher. And the daycare teacher, I guess, had already been like arrested for doing that before,
yeah.
the daycare was ran by his dad, which is the only reason he was able to work there because no daycare would have ever hired him, But anyways, Cain Velasquez found out and he basically chased this fool down and shot at him, accidentally shooting the dad, who, in my opinion, I kind of feel has a little bit of responsibility in the matter,
Yeah.
Of course.
Maybe
he
didn't
knows
deserve
what's
a
up.
bullet, but
Who do you think he learned it from? Perhaps it's
or
like,
you enabled
yeah,
it,
Yeah,
Like, dude, what the if your son, if you have a son that likes to make fires, don't give him some matches to play with, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
you
a
should
reason why
learn.
I hit the dad.
There's
Yeah.
that your son should in no
Yeah.
way be around kids unsupervised, and in no way be
Yeah.
around other people's kids that's not family,
Yeah, and it's like you said, he enabled it to that extent to where it's like he's in exactly the environment he should not be in with what he's mentally going.
How does he
through.
have access to being in that environment?
Because the
His
dad owned the
dad,
daycare.
yeah.
But even then, even if the dad owns it, why?
Like he's stupid, bro.
No, but not him, but like the law itself.
You should have a
the
key
law.
fob?
No,
to get into
he's
that
not. He's
place.
not
Like,
technically supposed to work for daycares. He couldn't get the job. He just was. His dad just didn't report it. I think.
No, I know, but like just him being involved in a closed space with kids, I don't think that should
Yeah,
be.
he could have been
Oh
dropping
yeah,
off.
yeah. Well, there's laws
No, I
that
know.
yeah.
He could have been
But
doing
even
something
then-
miscellaneous too, like dropping off like a bag, like a bulk-sized bag of chips for the kids or something like that. And he's like, "I got a minute," so, and then he commits like a terrible,
heinous
disgusting act like
Yeah.
that. It's like, I mean, and then like Kanye talked about it too, and Cousins and shit like that. Like
Mhm.
people are just weird like that in the head, and like there's no of why. It's just you need to be learned. You need to be taught right from wrong at a young age.
Yeah.
They get exposed to it like at a very, very young age where they don't know better, obviously, and
Yeah.
that can trigger something in the brain.
Like
to act
Cousins,
that way.
like it might be like I'm not a fan of that song. I don't listen
Yeah.
to it when I'm not busy or anything. But it's like
It's a funny
that's
song.
an example of somebody who didn't know right from wrong, maybe
Yeah.
at a young age.
Of course.
That's what I took from it. I was like, this dude, he probably went through some weird shit at a young age, but nobody told him that wasn't okay.
Yeah.
And I think the deeper message is he's exposing how like the porn industry like not be something that should be glorified or okay, you know, for people, even people of older age. It's created by one group, and we know who.
Oh my god!
It all connects to that.
These are
Sorry,
facts,
but
yeah.
you know, I'm just spitting the facts.
These are the facts.
We know who he's going at.
Yeah,
Come on.
we do. Yeah, he's
It's so obvious.
bringing him down.
It's the truth.
He's fighting a good fight, man.
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
respect him for that. That's the main thing I take from it.
Sergio Drewski. It's been like 3 hours.
What? No, for real?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got to cut like a lot of the beginning half, but it's been 3 hours. I'm still down to kick it. If you want to kick it, I'm just gonna stop the recording.
Oh yeah, you Gucci.
Sergio, you wanna give us your information, bro? Where can we find you?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. You guys can find me at Instagram, at Sergio_Tapatio. So feel free to hit me up.
Love that.
If you guys want some training, you know, mitt work, hit me up. Yeah, but other than that, you know, God bless all of you guys. This is a dope ass podcast. I'm glad I can come on. I've seen a lot of good, you know, clips come from this. I was like, I gotta get on this.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming on, bro.
Shout out to Mo.
Your next 2 fights, dates and places.
Yes, sir. We have Isaac Delapaz on June 27th for the IFS super lightweight title. And then I'm not going to reveal this, it's a little too early, but we have the Royal Combat title. We have a name on Saturday, August 16th. So we have 2 titles, 2 belt summer.
2 belts.
Champ,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Drewski.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, baby.
Hey, thank you, Mo. Always a pleasure, dog.
Info, fights. What's going on in your life, Drewski?
We're working on another fight for June. Been at it with training, work, and coaching itself. A lot more for myself. Yeah, that's all we got. Do this all together. Say with the brother. A lot easier and simple, bro. Put the work in and the results will show for itself. Just put everything in God's hands and just believe.
Amen.
Just believe, bro. Team Man Dance, get your tickets.
Yeah, Team Man Dance, the merch.
Got my man
going
dance.
crazy with that. That's like my main thing that I have on the side is just merch, the business, the brand. Having fun with it, but obviously taking it serious so I can establish something as well for myself. And my boys, Jan, John Acosta, and Jimmy, who's out in Texas, not in Texas, my bad, in Vegas, my bad, out there since I think December. So he's been creating all the designs, went crazy with that one. And we're only getting started. Got a next drop coming up May 18th. So thank you to all you guys.
Thank you everyone for listening. Drewski, Sergio, thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Bye everyone.
Always, brother.